Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we've got a very, very special episode. My good pal MC Sparky's came all the way from Sheffield to see me, and we absolutely had to do his list. Let's bring him on. Welcome back, everyone, and we've got Alex with us. How you doing, matey?
All right, mate. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good. Cheers.
Great to have you here, to be honest, mate. Like, all the way from Sheffield to come and see me for the weekend. We're doing loads of stuff, video games, going out drinking. It's going to be good times, and I thought while he's here, we'll do his list like we have with other people's. I was actually going to review it normally. We're also looking at a podcast and things as well with like Mundo, which is going to be awesome. Once we kind of get all that put out, that will be great, to be fair. Apologies about the lighting a little bit. I have bought something that's sat behind the computer, just because what I've mentioned on the other videos, the natural light isn't the best, but the bulbs that they sent me are quite warm. It was meant to be like a really bright white light, but you know, we work with it. But what we're going to do first, before we look at Sparky's list, which is a long one, we could be looking at a 24-hour video, to be fair. We're going to do the questions so you guys can get to know Sparky a little bit. And then we'll move on to that. So, are you ready,
I am.
buddy?
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
I am, yeah.
I'm going to have a little drink. My cough hasn't gone away either, so you'll be a bit of complaining about that. But luckily, I don't have the headset on, so I can direct it away a little bit. Right. So, same questions as always. I still haven't adjusted them, but if you guys think of any others that you'd like me to add to these to ask people, you know, let us know. So, first one, what got you into gaming?
My older brother did. I inherited his NES.
Okay, nice.
With Super Mario Bros. 3, and I was about 4, and he got fed up, and I think he probably got a Sega or something, or a SNES, and yeah, just playing Super Mario Bros. 3 over and over again, being bad at it, and then finally, like years later, beating it. But it was my older brother really that got me into it.
Yeah, nice. Apologies as well if there's any volume issues. In my previous place, I had kind of two identical chairs where we were kind of sat over the top of the mic. Even then it was still a bit of a struggle, whereas here, because I've only got the one chair now, we've kind of pulled the sofa up, which is a bit more comfortable, I'll be fair, but the mic is a little further away from us, so yeah, apologies if I'm either reaching forward for the computer or you can't hear us. Maybe just pop the volume up a little bit. So what was the first console? Was that the NES then? Is that kind of
NES,
tying
that
NES,
together? Yeah. I went a bit sort of strange with because like everything I had up until the PS1 was like a hand-me-down. So I had the NES, and then I had like an Amiga, believe it or not, like floppy disks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had like
I swear how it came from that to where we are now.
Exactly. Then I had like a Master System, and then a Master System 2, and then I had a Mega Drive, or as the Yanks call it, a Genesis. And it had
Genesis, man.
Yeah, and it had Sega CD attached to it. So that's where it was. And then the PS1, I think in like '97, I think I got it, and it was a Christmas present. It was the first console I had, and I loved it and cherished it. But for the first, I'd say 3 months, 4 months, the only games I played on it were demo discs, because I couldn't afford any games for it. So like my pocket money every week went on PlayStation magazines, and I would have the demo discs.
Yeah, that was legend.
They're amazing.
Good times, that, wasn't it? Do you remember what got you into trophies? Do you know what started it? Because you've been hunting them since they added trophy support, haven't you? Like pretty much since.
I mean,
initially,
I've certainly been earning them since they added trophy support, but I don't think it was until 2013 that I really started taking it seriously. So like 2008, I think my first trophy was on the first Uncharted game, literally days after they added trophy support, and then it was like GTA 4 and games that came out in 2008. But I've been hunting since 2013, but earning since 2008. And to be honest, there's a lot of games over the years where I've sort of like delved in and not really enjoyed it and just dropped it and wish I hadn't, because there's unobtainables and whatever else. So
yeah, no, that's fair. It is a crazy list, which we'll soon find out, won't we?
Oh yes.
There's a lot of games, lot of games. We definitely couldn't talk about each of them individually anyway. Favourite game of all time? I think I know where this is going.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead. I mean, that's a good choice, to be fair. So why the second one over the first? Why does the second one edge it for you?
Just did everything better.
Everything better.
Yeah, I mean, like it isn't just the gameplay and the moment-to-moment stuff. It's like the soundtrack I'd put as the best ever. The the visual effects, the lighting, everything. It's the best.
Do you prefer Arthur over John?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice. He's class Arthur, to be fair, isn't he?
He's a man, yeah.
Yeah, really, really good. Okay, fair enough. Favourite game series of all time?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
That's fair. Which is your favourite of those?
5.
5.
Yeah, yeah.
Same. Yeah, who's your favourite from like Michael, Franklin, Trevor?
Probably Trevor, because of how mad he is.
He is crackers, isn't he?
I quite like how grounded Franklin and Michael are.
Yeah.
And I quite like Michael has got like his own problem. He's the closest character of the 3 that resembles Max Payne, who I'm another fan of.
Yeah.
Love Max Payne.
But yeah, no, good shout with GTA. That's certainly up there for me. I would agree with that. So this is where we steer away from video games a little bit. I've thrown a few in just that aren't video game related, and it's another way people can get to know you.
I've seen the show before, mate.
You've seen the show?
Yeah.
Favourite TV series?
Mad Men.
Mad Men?
Yeah.
Okay, different answer to...
Yeah.
I know we're only 4 episodes into this series, but certainly something different. No, good shout. Favourite movie?
I haven't got one. Gun to my head, I'd have to say maybe like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I really like.
Yeah.
I don't know, anything from Tarantino I like. Anything from Paul Thomas Anderson I like. Like I've got favourite directors, and then I sort of like I'll binge their catalogues as opposed to any favourite films.
So isn't a question in here, but who is your favourite director? Would it be Tarantino or?
It's either Tarantino, David Fincher's very good, Christopher Nolan's very good, Paul Thomas Anderson's very good. Chan-wook Park is very good. He directed Old Boy and a couple of others.
Yeah.
I've got like a handful of favourites that I kind of like put on a mantle of being like untouchable, and Scorsese, people like that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Love to see it. Favourite video game character of all time?
Probably Arthur.
Arthur, even though he's only been in one game.
Arthur Morgan, yeah, I thought he's brilliant. Solid Snake from or like the various, they're all kind of just the same character, aren't they, from Metal Gear? Not really the biggest fan of the series, to be honest, but he is really good.
Yeah. I do like Snake, to be fair.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, brilliant choice. Okay, favourite developer? I think I know where you're going with this as well. Rockstar. We all know.
Rockstar.
Yeah, well that was coming with favourite game, Red Dead. Favourite series, Grand Theft Auto. Favourite character, Arthur. Favourite developer was going to be Rockstar, wasn't it?
I'm a fanboy, so.
If you could have any superpower?
Immortality.
Okay.
Because then I'll be able to play all the games forever.
So is that like just you never age, are we talking about being invincible in the sense that like you regenerate and stuff and all that? Are you coming with that, or just?
I mean, to be honest, like there's very little in my day-to-day life where I would need to regenerate, but just being able to live forever might be nice.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. It's a good one to have. Favorite drink, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Either beer or whiskey, and then coffee or water.
Coffee or water.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah, well, do you not like fizzy drinks or anything, or
don't drink them?
Don't drink them at all.
No, terrible for you.
Yeah, they're not the best. They're not the best, but they're good with rum or vodka. So
yeah, they are. Yeah.
That's the only time I really drink them.
Yeah.
Right there. So next one. Favorite meal?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger out of everything. I didn't expect that actually.
Yeah. I really like pizza. I really like a lot of the stuff that's terrible for you. Like a nice big steak, I like.
Yeah.
But cheeseburgers, mate, like you can eat them on the go. And
what do you put everything on it then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The works, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a plain Jane, mate. Just the cheese is fine with loads of ketchup, and I'm happy. Easily pleased. Hardest game you've ever played? I'll tell you what, I've skipped one actually. It doesn't matter. I could have worked around. We'll go down the list as normal. Favorite Telltale game?
Borderlands.
Yours the same as mine, isn't it?
Borderlands, 100%.
Yeah, Tales from the Borderlands is so cool, man. Reese and Fiona just absolutely kill it.
The Walking Dead is very good, and The Wolf Among Us is very good, but Borderlands is...
Again, it's not a question in here, but is there any Telltale games you've been disappointed with?
The Game of Thrones one.
Didn't like it?
No. Didn't like it.
Any particular reason, or...?
I think it came at a time where Telltale was struggling with writing and stuff, and with funds, and they were picking up so many different IPs that they've now to drop some of them. Like they working with Marvel and Sony and you name it, they had IPs on the go, and they're kind of struggling.
It's certainly one of the lower ones. I would agree. I love Game of Thrones. It's my favourite TV series. But the game, I mean, I played the game before I'd even watched the show at all.
Really?
Yeah, because I got involved with the show quite late. But yeah, I didn't mind it. It was alright. It's not one of the best ones, but yeah, not too bad at all. So yeah, we'll go back to the hardest game you've ever played.
I don't know, to be honest. I've played some difficult ones on web browsers back in the day, on like miniclip.com, the little JavaScript games.
Miniclip.com, nah, I've totally forgot that existed until you mentioned it.
Well, there were a few on there. There's one I've got on my Vita called like the Impossible Game. I don't even think it's got trophy support, but it's called the Impossible Game for a reason.
I think I know which one you mean, actually. Yeah.
You play like a little triangle fella, and you have to jump over.
Yeah, because I've seen, obviously you know Achievement Hunters on your Rooster Teeth, and I've seen Michael raging over that, and that is a really entertaining video.
On the
actually.
Rage Quit video.
Yeah, because he did some really good ones where he's kicking off. Okay, fair enough. Most anticipated game? What are you looking forward to?
I tend not to look too far in the future. Like obviously, Grand Theft Auto 6 would be amazing, but as far as I'm concerned, doesn't exist. Like they aren't working on it. You know, like the leaks, I didn't really pay much mind. But like on the horizon games that are coming out very soon, God of War Ragnarok is going to blow everyone's socks off. And then for next year, again, I'm a little bit sort of obvious with my answer, but I keep saying no more remasters, and then Remedy and Rockstar work together on like a Max Payne 1 and 2 remaster, and all of a sudden I'm like, alright, well, you're allowed to remake that one.
Yeah.
I'll let you off. Bit of a hypocrite.
Yeah. No, all good, all good. Okay. What game deserves a sequel?
Peggle.
Peggle?
Peggle.
Hasn't it had a sequel though?
It has. I want Peggle 3, mate.
What about one that's only had one game? Something that is standalone, that's maybe just been forgotten about, or even something could be recent.
Shadow of the Colossus, maybe. I really like that back in the day.
Yeah.
So like a game that's only got one in the series. God, I don't know. I want Max Payne 4. That's got several. I don't know, mate. Like Peggle's the first thing that came to mind because Peggle. I love it. I love it.
I still need to go back and get the platinum. Maybe that is something you could help me with while you're here. Because yeah, we've played a few games. We're gonna see if Alex can help me with like Team Sonic Racing. We just booted up Tony Hawk's last night, didn't we?
We did.
I had no idea what was going on. A few too many drinks, and it was I was watching Alex play, who was a bit of a pro at it, and it was making me feel sick, to be honest. But yeah, so we started that. We can maybe look at Peggle because I know you love it that much.
I do.
And I think there's only, could be mistaken, but there's only like 2 or 3 trophies. It's nothing like too major. But we'll maybe look at Peggle.
Okay, mate.
What game should be remade?
I mean, you know my opinion on remakes, but
anything from like your childhood and stuff that you have fond memories of that you'd love to see get a lick of paint.
Remakes, I don't know. Like when they introduced like trophy support for like Siphon Filter and Apenscape and stuff like that, I was like, all right, maybe they're going to add more from the catalogue. I'd love to see trophy support. I know it's not really a remake. I'm a bit of a cop-out answer here, but I'd love to see trophy support for Gran Turismo, for Gran Turismo 1 through current. Like that would be amazing. Even if they made it rock hard, I'd go back and I'd struggle and I'd scream and shout and swear and F and blind, trying to get the licenses, all the cars, etc. I love Gran Turismo. It's what got me into cars.
Yeah, we do love Gran Turismo, to be fair, don't we? Yeah, it's definitely up there as my favourite driving games, to be fair.
Me too.
Oh,
hold on.
Yeah?
Just on sequels again, Burnout. I'd love a Burnout.
Just any in particular one? Or?
Like remake whichever one you want. Pick it, remake it for me. Or give me a brand new
I don't remember. So obviously I've played Burnout Paradise recently, and they remastered it.
Yeah.
Which was great fun, but I actually don't have, all I know, I've played some of the other ones, I don't remember them that well to say which one I would prefer. I just remember smashing into loads of cars, when there's be like a crossroads.
Oh, the crash mode.
And you'd like accumulate points and stuff, and
love that.
That's all I remember from it. Other than that, I couldn't honestly tell you. Who's your starter Pokemon? Does this even apply to you? You would still pick Charmander.
Oh yeah, that fella over there.
There he is, the lad. Charmander, the best.
Charmander.
Yeah, he's the best one, especially early on, because like when it forces you to go when it forces you to go into like the bug section and you just absolutely just trouncing grass type Pokemon, just setting them on fire. It's out of order.
I said this on one of the previous ones. Obviously, you being a good mate of Smith's as well. So when me and Smithy were younger, we both went to HMV, and we both bought. This is when we both bought a Game Boy Color, and we both bought Pokemon. And Smith kind of had first choice, and he went for red. I bought blue. We bought a link cable so we could get them all.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been the one with Paul, the review we done with Paul. But yeah, because I had the blue, I felt obliged to pick Squirtle. But like, yeah, Charmander's always been my favourite. And let's face it, I mean, if you ask 100 people, they're probably picking Charizard. Like 90% of people are probably picking Charizard as their favourite. He's just the absolute boss, isn't he?
I remember those cards. Like I never had a card, never had one of the shinies, but I've seen them now and they're going for silly money. So I need to maybe have a look through my booklet full of old Pokemon cards.
Do you know what? I'll have to show you. I could maybe do a little reveal on here one time. I'll show you I've got some folders, binders, whatever you want to call them, in the back room, and I've got Charizard shinies, Dark Charizard stuff, loads of Japanese rare things. And I've looked on eBay, and I've got some cards. I've got like 11 of them, and some of them are worth like 300 and odd quid each. I need to thoroughly go through them, understand what's worth what, and I need to get them, you know, up for sale, that kind of thing. Because I could be sitting on a gold mine. Like I've got just literally sheets and sheets of those plastic wallets, and there's so many.
I know it sounds a little bit niche, but there are like valuators that will like value the cards and say, oh, this is like a grade 3, and then it'll be worth, I don't know, 300 quid. This is a grade 4. I don't know if that's better or worse, but this is worth more or less.
Yeah, I do need to have a look because there's so many, and I know they're going to be worth quite a bit. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Mate, to be honest, like if you ask an Italian, they'll tell you chicken doesn't belong on pizza. They'll tell you barbecue sauce doesn't belong on pizza. Just chuck whatever you want on it, like clams, mussels, lobster, whatever. Pineapple is the least of my worries, mate.
Do you want to go back to Sheffield today, or are you wanting to stay and have a night out in Hartley?
I'd sooner, mate. I'm not being funny. I'm going to present you 2 pizzas. One's got pineapple on it. The other one's got seafood on it.
Oh,
which are you going to go for?
I'd probably pick the pineapple because I do like pineapple as a fruit on its own.
There you go.
Or in a fruit salad,
and the thing is, if you can always pick the pineapple off, and there might be like a little bit of a remnant of pineapple on there. Might just have a little bit of a tang. You cannot pick the dirty seafood water off your pizza, and it's all sloppy.
Just so wrong. I mean, like I said about the cheeseburger, I'm pretty plain. You've probably seen this as well on the other questions. I'll just have a margarita as a pizza should be, or I'll put pepperoni on it. That's my thing. And chicken's my favourite food, but it doesn't. I don't like it on a pizza. I don't know. To have a pizza, I just want cheese and tomato. If you start putting stuff on, it doesn't taste like pizza anymore.
The trouble with pizza as well. Sorry, the trouble with chicken on pizza is whenever you put chicken on pizza, it's almost cooked twice. So the chicken is never tender. It's always overcooked. It's always overdone, and it's just get it off.
Well, that's those questions. So we're going to do this or that. We'll fly through these, and then we're going to have a look at this monster list, because you popped a little milestone, didn't you, ready for this? Purposefully.
Yeah.
I love it.
Loaded up a couple of games that I knew I'd be able to knock out a couple of trophies for. And
yeah, because was it like 8 trophies, did you say you got? Nice. Well, we'll look at that, won't we? Some of these might not apply to, I say might not, they won't, because Alex is a bit of a hipster, and he just likes to not like stuff. You know, he thinks he's cool, just going against
the grain.
Yeah, going against the grain, just being his own guy, but he has to answer that. That's the rule. You have to pick one. Yeah. You can't go, don't like either of them. So all these questions, you're not allowed to say, I don't like any of them.
Okay. All right.
You sure?
All right.
Positive?
I'm sure.
Promise?
I promise.
Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Nathan Drake or Lara Croft?
Drake.
Uncharted or Tomb Raider?
Uncharted.
Marvel or DC?
DC. Oh dear. You're not going to like my next 3 answers,
it's
to be
good,
honest.
It's good, it's his opinion. I'll breathe.
Like Batman and Joker are pretty good, aren't they?
I'm good. Good. Promise, I'm good. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine. DC's good. DC's good, and it actually is better than Marvel in some ways, like some of the animated stuff they've done, and certainly like the Dark Knight trilogy is some of the best films I've ever seen. But obviously the MCU is so good, not so much now, but it is what it is. Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Iron Man.
Everyone said Iron Man!
You know why, don't you?
Why do I know why? I can't laugh, I keep coughing. I do know why. We can't talk about it on the channel. We'll maybe share it in the Discord one day. Maybe. We'll create a new channel, for explicit stuff.
I wouldn't say that's explicit. It's wholesome.
Well, who am I to judge? But yeah, so literally, is he now your favourite actor because of that picture? Put it this way, when Alex sees Robert Downey Jr. on anything, he can't look at him anymore. Yeah. He has to look away. He has to walk out of the room.
I do. He's not my favourite actor, no.
No, that's absolutely fine. I've totally lost my train of thought. I can't get that picture out of my head now.
I think it's the music that accompanies it as well. It's just
it is. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll share it with you one day, so so you've got some context.
Yeah.
Okay, Batman or Superman?
Batman. Superman's rubbish, isn't he?
He's not. I just think that he's unfairly written. Like he's too powerful, and yeah, I mean, I like him. I don't have any problems with him, but he's just too strong. He's an alright bloke, isn't he? Oh, he's alright. I let him come out for a few drinks in there. You know what I mean?
Don't let him near the missus.
Yeah, don't let Henry Cavill near the missus. Jesus.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not at all. But no, I do like him. I just think he's way too powerful.
Yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
What?
I don't know. I've not got a favourite, to be honest. Like my dad used to really like Star Trek, and he tried to get
Star Trek.
Yeah, I like the diplomacy of it. It's like it's.
No, I actually don't mind it. To be fair, I enjoy both, but Star Wars is better.
Like the original Star Trek was a bit pants, wasn't it? With what's his name?
Which one? Original, as in like
the original Star Trek.
Like going way back.
Yeah. What's his name? The guy in yellow.
William Shatner.
Shatner, there we go. Yeah, I don't like Shatner. But then like the one through the 90s where it was Stewart.
You had Picard.
Yeah, he's very good.
Yeah,
very good.
I did enjoy Patrick Stewart. Well, who doesn't love Patrick Stewart? I don't mind it. I think it's good, and I enjoyed the newer movies with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto as Spock. I actually thought they were really good. And Into Darkness, I think, is a very, very underrated film. Like the second one of the, I think they've made 3, haven't they? Into Darkness is actually really, really good. And I think Benedict Cumberbatch was unreal in it.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a very, very good actor.
And I picked Star Wars. I'm not seeing the new films. I just the Next Generation. I'd seen a few of, and it was all watchable. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine. Easy game or hard game?
Depends what mood I'm in.
Depends on your mood.
If I have to pick one, easy, innit?
Yeah.
I've not always got that much time, to be honest. I've played a few hard ones.
Yeah, because you've got. We'll see it in the list, but you've done some difficult ones. Like you've had GTA 4, as your Tony Hawk's, which you mentioned, it's an 8 out of 10, isn't it? Have you got a 10? We talked about this.
No, I don't think I have. No, I've got games I'd consider 9s that are like some reviewer online or some trophy guide maker would have given a 5 because they're like, oh, it's incredibly skill dependent. I've made that argument before, but without picking holes in their guides, I'm not really bothered.
But no, you have done some difficult stuff. To be fair, you have done some hard games, but we were talking about it earlier. And I really want you to try From Software game. There's some that are free. Give Bloodborne a go.
I've got Bloodborne ready to go. I'll have a pop at it.
And the thing with Bloodborne is you can get me in. So if it becomes a point where you're either struggling or... Do you know what? Not even that. It's actually it's quite enjoyable to have someone in your game just both hacking away like at a boss, working together. I'd more than happily jump in with you and go through that kind of thing because I absolutely love the game. It's brilliant.
Nice one.
That's one of those where I'd love a sequel. I always said The Order when I was answering the questions with the other person, but yeah, another Bloodborne would be pretty sick. So, open world or linear story?
Linear every time.
Linear every
I
time.
know, again, I'm contradicting myself because GTA, Red Dead, whatever. But just give me a corridor to run down, tell me the story, and I'll play it.
Yeah.
Like I say, as I'm getting older, got less time to play games. I don't really want to sink 200 hours into a game that I think's just all right. You know what I mean? I'd much rather play a 10 to 15, 20 hour linear game with an incredible story, and then give me something at the end to do, collectibles to get, a difficulty to beat it on, miscellaneous stuff. Give me linear all day long.
No, that's fair. Wield Mjolnir or have adamantium claws?
The claw one.
The claws, I think you're the first person to say that, actually.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Just being able to pop claws out.
Yeah, like you're just making dinner and then you have to like open a can and you just go, and then you're sorted, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, stick your middle finger up at someone with your claws. That would that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Single player or multiplayer?
Single player.
Single player, fair. The Spider-Man or the Batman games?
Batman, just because there's more of them, and that Arkham Asylum one as well kind of changed the landscape, I think, really.
Which is your favourite of the Arkham games?
Asylum.
Asylum.
Yeah.
They're all great, to be fair. I enjoy all of them. Far Cry or Assassin's Creed? We won't go too deep on Ubisoft with you. That's something for the podcast when it eventually arrives.
Assassin's Creed, like I've fallen off a bit, but there was for a while, like Assassin's Creed was one of my favourite series. I think there was a bit of an abundance with it, and it was just too much of it all at once. And I think they kind of learnt the lesson and were like, all right, we'll space them out a little bit, and it's every 2 years now instead of every year.
No, good stuff. The Last of Us or Uncharted?
That's a tough one. Again, probably just Uncharted. Only just. I think it just edges it just because there's more of it.
See, I think The Last of Us has the best game, which is the first one, but maybe because there's more games, I don't know, but I would prefer Uncharted, I think. But yeah, The Last of Us, if you're going to put all the games on the list, The Last of Us 1 is up there. Tekken or Mortal Kombat?
Tekken.
I thought you were going to say that. Who's your favourite Tekken character?
Law.
Is it Law? Yeah.
Martial Law.
We were on about that, weren't we, earlier when you showed me the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood scene?
Oh, yeah.
Now, Law's good. I was like Hwoarang, if that's how you pronounce it.
I think it is. Yeah.
Hwoarang was pretty good. His kicks are so quick. But I'm not the best at those games. I do want to get better, and that's like when I was talking with like Shoryuken about like what might be the next step up. So we were talking about like Mortal Kombat 11. Maybe try that next, and because I'd like to be better at them. I do like the games, but I'm not bad. But there's some people that are just so good it makes you look terrible. Like, as soon as you go online, you are just getting juggled about, aren't you?
I remember like years have passed, and I picked up Tekken 6, I think it was, or Tekken Tag Tournament 2, one of them, and it required you to win one game online, and you wouldn't think that'd be hard, but for a game that's like at this point over 10 years old, the servers are full of Japanese people who play it all day and all night and are very, very good at them. And it took me I'm pretty good at Tekken. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to beat someone, and it wasn't a Japanese fella. I think it was like a German, and he just jumped in, and I was like, thank God it's someone not from Asia. So the ping's going to be a bit better, and they're not going to juggle me so hard that I just felt like smashing my controller. So it was a bit of a relief when I saw something other than the Japanese flag there, because it meant I might have a chance. And I did. I wiped the floor with him, battered him.
Is there a character in Tekken that you used to always hate coming up against?
Eddie.
Eddie for me as well. That's why I asked you, because it's where we were talking. I'm just getting like PTSD of Eddie break
spinning on his head.
Just spin. Honest to God, it really. And Smith used to love Eddie.
I know he did.
He literally used to kick my head in with him, and he used to just laugh his head off after.
And when you told me that, I could picture his laugh.
Yeah,
he's giggling, just like his eyes shut, and he's laughing so hard, but he knows what two buttons to press.
That's literally all he did. And you know when you're on the character select screen now looking for someone, he's literally already pressed Eddie, and you can see him smirking, like he knows what's coming. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, okay, Crash Bandicoot or Spyro?
If you'd have asked me when I was younger, I would have said Crash Bandicoot, but I thought that the Spyro remakes were really good, so it's Spyro now.
Spyro now.
Yeah.
We're ready for this one. This could be interesting. Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead.
Red Dead.
And I know I said Grand Theft Auto is my favourite series, but again, I think it's because there's more of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's like one game. It's a tough one, isn't it? I know what you mean.
It certainly is.
San Andreas or Vice City?
San Andreas by a hair.
By a hair.
Yeah.
Which one do you think has the better soundtrack?
San Andreas by a hair.
Really?
Yeah.
See, Vice City's probably my favourite soundtrack of
Vice City's incredible. The
Haven't they
soundtrack's
took
amazing.
was it you who told me they took a lot of the music out of the?
Yeah.
Was it licensing and stuff? Was it like some Michael Jackson stuff?
Yeah,
that's not in
I
it,
think
or?
I think it's like Virgin Records, a pretty apt name for their behaviour, decided to take like songs out of the game and basically held Rockstar to ransom and was like, if you want the songs in the game, then here's this amount. I mean, fair play to the PC players because they like deconstructed the codes. I don't know, I'm not a PC guy, but they had a look and they were like able to add these songs back in the game because they still existed, but they put like a wall in the way, and the PC players just removed the wall and had the songs back in the. Fair play to PC players, like I say, like PlayStation, us slumming it with no Michael Jackson, but yeah.
Yeah. No, good stuff. Dragon Age on Mass Effect.
Mass Effect all day long.
I knew that was coming.
I've not even played the Dragon Age game.
You haven't played the Legendary Edition yet, have you?
No, I might at some point. I don't think I'll ever get the plans for Mass Effect 1 through 3 because I've got them on the PS3 and they are hard. Like the insanity difficulty is really difficult, and I think 3 is probably unobtainable now because of some online stuff.
Yeah, well, we have to check it out. It is a shame that you don't live a little bit closer because. Like we talked about Elden Ring, didn't we? I've just mentioned Mass Effect, like the Legendary. I've got them all literally sat right next to me. Yeah. You could take them all home with you and just smash them all in. But it's getting them back to me. I don't know how we'd work. We'd have to maybe work something out.
Well, I've been borrowing LA Noire for the PS4 off a mate for about a year because he lives like almost 3 hours away.
But to be fair, now I'm living alone and there's no issues with popping up. We can do this again, you know. And then you can always take some games with you, man. That'd be cool.
Oh, nice one.
Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Call of Duty for the early stuff, Battlefield for the later stuff. But that was it 2042?
Yeah.
Not played it. It looks like a disaster.
If you pick them one, you can only play one for the rest of time.
Call of Duty by a hair.
Which is your favourite COD?
Modern Warfare 2.
MW2. Why is that better than COD 4? What?
I'm better. I'm really good at Modern Warfare 2. I'm okay at COD 4, but Modern Warfare 2 I got very good at.
What's sitting in the corner till you got your Predator missile?
Heartbeat
and
sensor
then got
on,
your
mate.
Harriers,
Behave
and then
yourself.
you got your Apache.
Behave yourself.
Chopper gunner.
You know that's not how I played. I'm running about with a sniper like a
to be fair, probably I know you see these people doing an absolute madness online, but like to actually play with, probably the best person I've ever seen with the intervention. Really, really good sniper. It was never my kind of thing. I was all right. I only ever really picked it up, you know, when we were doing
with challenges and stuff.
What were they called again? Like the
call signs, was it?
The call signs. That's it. Yeah, total brain freeze, mind blank, whatever. I only used it for those. Same as like we started working through the kill streaks. How horrible was it getting 1,000 kills with a sentry gun and all that? Because the sentry gun was rubbish. But as a rule, I was just running gun in, and then you were sniping, and that's another thing. Just to go back to Smith, although he was probably not as good as some of the other lads in the group, when it come to objective-based stuff, and he didn't care about his stats at all. Yeah. If you needed someone to jump on B or jump in the headquarters, he was there, wasn't he? Yeah. And he was going like 5 kills, 25 deaths or something, and he didn't care.
But he'd be like towards the top of the leaderboard because he'd have like 18 flag captures in a game.
Yeah. And then there's people going like 10-0 who were like well below him. But we had a good squad. But there's a big roundabout way of saying with a sniper. Was that the best one? Would you say the intervention?
I think it's probably
50 cal or
no intervention. Yeah, I'd like arguably the best.
Cheeky Dragunov.
Rubbish in it. Like, and that was it. The WS2000, whatever it was. There were some bad guns in the Call of Duty games.
That annoyed me because I went through a phase on COD 4 where I felt obliged to use the gold guns because I did so much to unlock them. So I had, because there was 5 of them, there was 5 class setups, so I had them all in, and they picked some of the worst ones to be gold.
I know.
Like, why pick the Uzi when there's the P90 and the MP5 there? You've got the M16, the M4, and what did the
AK-47?
The AK wasn't bad actually. I take that back. But the snipers, they put the Dragunov gold. The RPD was it the M64?
It was the M64. The RPD was the best.
Yes, sorry, I've got that. So they should have done the RPD.
Yeah, they should have done.
Shotguns, was it the M1014?
I think so.
In gold, I think it was. And then you got the Deagle, didn't you?
Yeah, I wonder if like when they were testing the game, because like testing didn't have the same rigorous stuff it's got now. Or there's a lot of games coming out that aren't working properly. I just wonder when testing it was the guns that the testers would lean towards. Because they were idiots, I presume. They were going for like the Dragunov, they were going for the Uzi, they were going for the Desert Eagle, they were going for all these guns, and they go, well, let's make those gold because they're the best.
Yeah.
And then people get hold of the meta and go, hold on a minute, the MP5's a bit good, hold on a minute, the M16's a bit good. And they kind of like drop the AK-47 because why would you use it when there's a gun that can just go...
The M16, honestly, like, just chilling, just sitting back, just pop a red dot sight on the M16.
Ridiculous.
And you were literally just wiping people out.
With stopping power on, it was as good as a sniper rifle.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Some of the maps on Search and Destroy, just using I used to just go gung ho and just go running in because they don't expect it. You're taking full teams down, but you can sit back and just pick them all off. It's brilliant. Okay, Alien or Predator?
Predator.
Any particular reason, or
no? Just looks cooler, doesn't he?
What about like the actual movies, or are you just basing this off what they can do and what they look like, or what if you brought them films and stuff in?
I like the first Predator, and I know I'm in the minority, but I thought the first Alien was better than Aliens.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember nearly falling over.
Like first Terminator, I prefer over the second as well. I don't know what it is, mate. A bit weird.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of the best sequels ever made, apart from Empire Strikes Back, Dark Knight Rises. I can't even speak of it. The Dark Knight and The Winter Soldier. Honestly, Aliens is up there as well. So yeah, hang on, I've totally lost track of what we were even talking about.
Alien or Predator?
Yeah, and then you said
the Aliens films are better, but Predator I think is cooler than Alien.
Yeah, probably had too many beers. Anyway, Ronaldo or Messi? Messi.
Yeah, little Lionel.
I think you might be the first person to say Messi as well. I'm sure everyone else has said Ronaldo. Why Messi?
I think like he had all the I don't know, like he's got less of a physical sort of presence. Like Ronaldo, he's a specimen, isn't he? He can jump over buildings and he can plough through mountains. But Messi, he has to like dribble around them, and it's a bit special. Like.
Yeah, he is. I do agree that he's a better footballer. I would agree with that. But Ronaldo just does an absolute madness. Like some of the goals he's scoring. With his, I know Messi scored headers. I mean, I remember the one he scored against you guys in the Champions League final when he rose above Rio, didn't he? At the back, was it?
Yeah, it's
like
mental.
At the back post coming across.
Yeah.
Like he got so high, but Ronaldo's scoring mad headers, overhead kicks, often with both feet. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things that'll probably go on forever, won't it? It was better, but no, that's nice to know. That's all the questions done.
All right, nice one.
Did you enjoy that?
Loved it.
I did. It was pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we'll have a quick little break. Probably grab a little refill. I know I need one. I probably shouldn't have one, but I'm having one anyway. And we'll have a look at this insane little list. Should be fun. See you in a sec. So back to PSN Profiles, and we've got the Legends list in front of us. And as you'll see straight away, there's so much going on. So much history, like we were talking about when he started hunting trophies. So we're going to go through the numbers as we normally do. there's a lot of games, so as you can understand, we're not going to be able to go into them all, one at a time, explore them in a lot of detail. So we'll kind of just go through them, and you can pick some out that you want to talk about. And yeah, I mean, I know when I mentioned that this was going to happen, some of you guys are quite happy for it to go on for 4 hours or whatever it's going to be, but we do need to be realistic as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, if it ends up 3 hours long, it ends up 3 hours long. What are you going to do? But yeah, we'll try not to keep it too much. So going through then, first off, why haven't you got an about me set on you? It's just put something in. Just put I'm a hipster and don't like stuff. Never have.
No, never have.
No, that's fair. So 653 on the trophy level. Got the milestone which we just talked about when we were doing the questions. So 19,000 trophies. It's a lot of trophies.
Yeah, it's like 14 years worth of trophies.
That is a lot of trophies. 343 platinums, which is unbelievable. 1,788 gold. 4,548 silver. 12,321 bronze. Madness, so many. And yeah, look at the number, 648 games played. I thought I'd played a lot of games. It's a lot of games.
It is, mate, yeah.
It's a lot of games. 303 completed to 100%. So we've got a 72.75% completion. Which, didn't you say this is, haven't you brought this up quite a bit since we
hell yeah.
started doing like talking the Discord and all that stuff?
So since I discovered the site 2013 which is when I started actually going for platinums and going for trophies. Before, they would pop and I'd see the little thing in the corner and go, oh nice, but aside from that, I wouldn't look at lists, I wouldn't care. It was at 22.5% when I found out about this site.
22.5%?
It was at 22.5%. I remember looking and thinking, that's bad. Like, why is it so low? Going in and seeing it. It was because I would just raid Blockbuster every week. I'd go and I'd spend however much money, 5-6 quid, and just keep a game for a weekend and play it for an hour, 10 hours, and then trade it back, and then never see it again. So there's a lot of games, especially very low down on my list, where I've only earned a handful of trophies and then never gone back on it.
Never gone back to them.
Yeah, you'll see like a lot of S's and A's at the top, and as you get further down, you'll see.
Well, we've got it in alphabetical, haven't we?
Ah, yes, we have.
So
yes,
it's going to be quite mixed up, isn't it? But you can
Fair
always
enough.
point those out.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that you brought it up to 72.
Yeah.
So what's happening with your unearned trophies?
I mean, exactly what I said.
It does upset me a little
Exactly,
bit.
it upsets me. I'm actually going to set myself a goal for the end of the year.
What's it going to be at?
Okay, so it's going to be under 7,000 by the end of the year.
Okay.
So that's only like 3 complete games that I've only earned like a trophy on. I know it's not like ridiculous, but I'm setting it realistic. I've also got another goal, and it's for ultra rares. I want to hit a number before the end of the year. We don't see it yet on the screen, but it'll be above a certain amount. You're going to see.
We'll have a look at that.
And that's not a silly number either. It's
because
2 months left of the year.
We do know that the Discord loves an ultra rare, don't we? You and Mark.
Oh yes.
An excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, ultra rare friends.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Like, yeah, I've got my own issues, obviously, but just 25 hours of grind just for some ultra rare trophies. I mean, you must have nightmares about ponchos.
I do. Yeah.
You just like.
To be fair, that's the only game that I've played for ultra rares. The rest of my ultra rares have come organically.
Yeah.
That was the only one that I played, and we set out from the word go. It wasn't like we were having fun on the game. We weren't. We were just earning the ultra rares.
Yeah. No, that's fair. So a lot of unearned trophies. We bring those down. 3.68 trophies a day is actually really good, considering you don't like hammer these grubby games. That's actually a pretty solid number, I would say. 2,198 views is a lot as well.
Does it count when you look at your own?
I actually don't know.
Because if it does, that's probably all me. Just because I hammer this site.
Yeah,
I'm on it all the time.
It could do. I don't know how it works exactly, but maybe. Yeah, maybe it does. See, I've always got mine open on my phone.
I have.
And technically, when I open it up, I update the profile.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's working in terms of views, if that's affecting it, or whether people actually have to click you from the leaderboard or search for you, and that's where I honestly don't know. Maybe you guys can tell us. So world rank 5,327, 618th in the UK, which is pretty good. You were higher than that,
Oh, a
weren't
hell
you?
of a lot higher, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what the highest you ever were?
I never broke the top 400, but I was like 405 or 408 or something like that.
Yeah.
But once upon a time, and then the store got flooded with all these easy games, and I mean I've dropped 200.
Well, I've noticed a big difference. So, and I said it on the monthly review.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't done a grubby game now, and you worked out the date for me. It was August the 13th, I think.
That's right, yeah, I think.
You told me, and that was the sheep quiz. That game, that Mark developed.
Oh yeah.
The sheep quiz.
9 seconds was it?
9, and it's become my fastest one. They've actually got other ones now, but I don't know what it is. But there's something else quiz, and ordinarily I would have bought it by now and done it. But I've held off on them, and I've literally gone from like 440th, and I'm now like 480th or something.
Like shaking, like.
And I'm like, my world, my country rank's going. What am I gonna do? But it shows that you literally don't play them for a bit, and you just start playing games normally, and you're just flying down with those people. And then you screenshotted that. What was it? Stroke the dog or stroke the chicken? Or I don't even know what the names were.
Yeah.
But they've now ruined this whole. Because I used to talk about ratios a lot.
Yeah.
I always thought that looking at someone's gold, silver, bronze, and you'd agree with me, you can always gauge what sort of game someone's playing. So if they've got more gold than bronze, for example, then it's a bit sweaty, isn't it? But now they're putting, 70 bronze trophies, and it has to be that many because to be able to give a game a platinum, it has to have so many trophy points.
Yeah.
So they've had to put in 70 bronze trophies to get it to that point, and now it's just going to mess whole ratios. So you could look at someone's list, it could be the sweatiest list in the world, and now you wouldn't know just by looking at that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Anyway, but no, it's 618th in the UK. Unbelievable. So we now go through the games, which there's 648 of.
Let's crack on.
Oh, 648.
Right.
We'll see how it goes. We'll talk about a few. Apologies if you see me kind of coming in, as I said, through the questions. This one was sat quite far back, so I might have to just pop in and just kind of move things a little bit. But we'll get as much as we can see on a screen. We'll go all the way down, and then we'll go from there. And then at the end, although you can see them now, we'll come back to like the cabinet and rarest trophies. Do you think you're going to remember all these games?
Yeah.
Do you actually remember them all? So if I said 1979 Revolution, Black Friday, what even is that?
It's like a Telltale ripoff.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Do you know what I think? Now you've said, I think I might have seen this on another list, and then when I've researched it, or was it Chris who's played it? And then I honestly can't remember. Everything's just kind of, all the videos are blended into one. Yeah. We see 36 fragments of Midnight a lot, but you know what? For an easy game, and I always say it does require a bit of skill.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was that bad, really. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not recommending it to anyone, but it wasn't terrible.
You do need, because you get all the fragments within 6 minutes. It says it's a 3
trophy.
It says it's a 3 out of 10, but it's actually not that. It's not that easy. And
it's just dead short, isn't it?
An hour and 26 minutes. So again, we don't need to talk about all of them. There's maybe some we can pull out of there and talk about.
Yeah.
Who did you play a way out with?
I played it through twice, actually. I played it through with Legmondo, our mate.
Yeah.
But he'd already earned the platinum. He was just playing it through a second time with me, so that I had someone to play it with. And then I played it through with our mate, Red Eye Jedi, Gareth.
Oh, you played with Gareth?
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I recommended the game to him and another mutual friend of ours, and the other mutual friend was kind of like dragging his heels, didn't really want to play the game, even though he paid the money for it. So I played it through with Gareth, and we really liked it.
Nice.
Kept making him fail at certain sections, like where I should have caught him and just letting him drop to his death. It was good fun.
Oh, that's brilliant. I really like that game, to be fair. I thought it was great.
Too. Yeah.
We Absolute Drift, we love that game.
We do, yeah.
And you said it was. Sorry, go on.
We're playing the spiritual successor now, aren't we? Same developer, Fun Selector. We're playing Art of Rally right now, and brilliant.
It's really great. I love the way it plays.
Yeah.
The art style's great.
Cracking little game.
I tried to explain it on the monthly review, and I just got all my words muddled up. And I'm trying to explain it's kind of top down, but it's not top down.
Isometric, I think, is the word.
It's the right word. Yeah.
I think.
But it handles so well. It feels so cool. The sounds of the cars are like each car has a unique sound. It's not like they've just thrown a game together and everything sounds the same. Like they've tried to. Yeah, it is really, really cool, and if you do like driving games and all that stuff, it's definitely worth it, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What did we pay? £10?
Paid a tenner for
Tenner
it.
for it.
Yeah.
I think is that the low. I think I said it on the review. It was the lowest we'd seen it for a while, and we jumped in. But
yeah, it's brilliant if you like your racing games, and if you ever played like Micro Machines back in the day or one of the Hot Wheels games, it's just like that. It's probably a bit tougher than those games were because you're driving like a car at some instances. It got 800 horsepower in the dirt or the snow or the rain. So you can, if you don't have the right finesse, it's difficult to just go off on every corner. But it's a cracking little game. Yeah, brilliant. It's made by developers who really like driving and really like cars, and it shows.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with all of that. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, honestly, there's so many games here. I don't even know which one to kind of pick out. Some of these, obviously, I recognise. Abzu was great.
Yep.
I played Access Denied, which was quite chilled and easy.
Yeah, I didn't use a guide for it, so it took me a while.
Adventure Time, I watched you play a little bit of that. I remember you screen sharing it, and that was actually pretty good. I've not really seen the series, but or the TV show, but it looked pretty cool from what you showed me. Alienation, isn't that who do like Dead Nation?
That's right.
And then haven't they done something else? What else we were talking about?
Resogun. They made Resogun.
Is that Housemarque?
Is it?
Do that?
Maybe not.
I don't know. Housemarque do Resogun, and then they've done Returnal.
Returnal, yeah.
We might need to
yeah
work that out. But I know Dead Nation
and Alienation
is one and the same.
Yeah.
That does sound familiar, though. We might be right.
Your viewers will have to tell us if we're right or wrong in the comments.
Yeah, and see those ultra rares creeping in. 188. So you're going for 200.
Going for 200
right
before the end of the year, and I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna brute force it by playing games where I go, well, I can earn an ultra rare for that.
You'll do that this next week with Mark, probably. You'll have found another game to boost. Probably.
I mean, we're playing Multiverses at the moment. I think it's got a handful of ultra rares.
Has it really?
But it's a cracking little game. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it like I was. I love the Super Mario Bros. Rip-off games. That's brilliant. Like it's daft, just like smashing people's heads in with Shaggy. It's great.
I'll have to give it a try. So I'm just kind of going through, just trying to see what stands out. So Ark. Yeah. Did you play that properly?
Try to.
Did you use the admin commands eventually?
In the end, yeah.
Is there a reason why? Were you just not enjoying it, or?
Wasn't enjoying it. It was very buggy. Save got deleted, and I was like, get this game off my list right now.
Yeah.
Just use the admin code. I was fully prepared to sink 100 hours, 200 hours, however long it would have taken. Save got deleted, and I was like, I'm fed up. I want this finished.
See, I've had it for a few years. I actually only bought it because, really random actually, I got a message on the PlayStation. There was a random guy from Germany. He'd seen I popped a trophy on World Tennis Tour.
Wow.
Which is so random. So he'd seen me as like a recent achiever.
Yeah. On this side. Probably.
Yeah. And then he messaged me asking how I did it basically, and he added me, and we got chatting. He was super cool, and we were then talking. Oh, we should play a game together. And he absolutely adores this. He platinumed it like years ago, and he still just plays it.
Wow.
And he is a trophy hunter. Like he goes for loads of games, but he hasn't actually removed this from his console. He still just plays it.
Wow.
Which is crazy. But he's kind of tried to sell it to me. I mean, yeah, I was sold from the things he was saying. There's like dinosaurs in it and stuff. And you know what I'm like. It's a survival game and there's dinosaurs. I was like, I'm in. Take my money kind of thing. Shut up and take my, that meme.
Yeah,
is that
right.
from Futurama? Is it? Yeah, shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
I was like that. And then I don't know what was wrong with it, whether it was the settings or whether it was the world he was already in and there was too much going on. But I went in and I was stuttering everywhere. I don't know if it was because he was in Germany and we weren't kind of linking up well together. But I'm walking like stuttering like this, and like bushes are appearing and trees are kind of like slowly coming up, and it was so bad. I'm trying to run away from dinosaurs and like things were. I would run in somewhere that looked like an open plain, and then all of a sudden a city just kind of appeared around me, and it was so bad. And I put it down, but because I paid £8 for it, I didn't get it for free. Well, recently like people did, and then just got the platinum.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have to cheat to get the platinum, so I've got like my money, not my money's worth. I haven't really played it then, but
it's not like it's. I mean, it's an ultra rare platinum, mate.
Which surprises me because so many people have cheesed it.
Yeah.
How is it still ultra rare? It's crazy.
I think enough people played it and were like, hate this, and then just decided that was it.
Put it in and like, nope,
Yeah.
no thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it wasn't great. So let's have a little look. What else? So no more platinums after Ark until we get to the Assassin's Creed series, which we had a little chat about. Assassin's Creed 2 Platinum, which is the best one.
And it took me, how long? 7 years.
7 years?
7.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so, I've noticed on your videos you go, oh, I really like the fact you've gone back, and I've got some on my list here, mate, where like I started it. Like I said, probably rented from Blockbuster, played it a little bit, and then I've gone down my list on PlayStation, on PSN Profiles, and then seen it and gone, I can probably do that.
Yeah.
And had a crack at it. I bought the game off eBay or whatever, CEX for a couple of quid. Yeah. And then gone back and done it. I managed to get all the online trophies for the following Assassin's Creed before they closed the servers. Although the servers are still open. I still see people online earning trophies, so maybe they lied to us.
I know you kind of give up after Unity because didn't you have like a bad taste because of all the bugs and all that you've kind of given up?
Didn't like Unity.
I'd love to see you try one of the newer ones. Like they genuinely are really, really good.
If I've got 250 spare hours, I'll have a go with Valhalla.
Yeah, Valhalla. My platinum was 120 hours, but Origins and Odyssey were maybe like 70, 80. You could probably do it a bit quicker, but I'm quite thorough in looking around.
No, I am.
But they're actually really, really good games, and I always try and defend it because a lot of, we said when we do the podcast, the Ubisoft thing would be quite a big topic because me, you, and like Mundo have very kind of different opinions on the whole thing. Yeah. But they have reinvented themselves. They haven't just stuck with the same thing, and the gameplay now is so different and fresh. I love the combat and the abilities, and it's like Odyssey, the naval combat like you've got with Black Flag, but a lot better, smoother.
To be fair, that was the best thing about 4 was just like getting in a boat and having fellas. It's like washing the thing and
the sea shanties and stuff from 4, and it's just brilliant. Leave her Johnny. Unbelievable, absolutely cracking. But yeah, you should give one of them a try. I do think you would like them. I do. I do enjoy them.
Just waiting for the right setting to come up, mate.
But I love history as well, and I said this on a recent video, like the whole Norse kind of stuff and the Greek mythology and the Roman stuff and Egyptian. It's all amazing to listen to, and the gameplay is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, like your viewers, if they're big fans of Assassin's Creed, and you might hate me for it as well. But I think a game like Ghost of Tsushima came along and was like, this is how good it could be if you really put your mind to it.
Yeah.
You don't have to climb towers. You don't have to collect 700 boxes. You don't have to do these daft synchronization stuff and go back to the future. You can just have a game.
You have to follow 700 foxes.
That's true.
So, 700 boxes.
Well, you get to pet them at the end. You don't get to pet a tower
700 foxes.
If the tower was autonomous and you got to stroke it at the end, I think I'd be on board.
You get to see Jin's butt though, don't you? A few times, so that's probably a bonus.
Getting in and out of those
getting in the old hot spring and that. Astro's Playroom. I talk about this a lot on the channel. Like, what were your honest thoughts of it?
Again, it's probably going to be like a spanner in the works. Probably might be a bit controversial. I think it's the best PS5 exclusive.
What?
Yeah.
Really? That good?
I think it's that good.
It was brilliant though. Like that room, where you've got all the collectibles and you could visit that room with all the PlayStation stuff. Yeah.
And Movie, is it? Movie, something like that. Where you open up the PS1 and you go in. Brilliant.
It's brilliant, and they've got like the multi-tap there and the memory cards, and it's just everything from PlayStation's history is just there, and the iToy, and it's just absolutely crazy. It's so good.
Yeah. And in that game, there's an homage to the demo disc, because the T-Rex you fight at the end is from a demo disc.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's awesome. So we've got some unfinished Batman stuff. You've already said Asylum was your favourite, wasn't it?
I played them all before I really cared about trophies. Maybe I should go back and revisit
them. Done the Telltale stuff, obviously.
Yeah, it's good.
Where'd you rank them? I know we put Game of Thrones lower, Tales and Walking Dead higher. Is this in the middle?
Like a B.
Like a B?
Yeah. Like if the first season of Walking Dead and Tales from the Borderland and Wolf Among Us are all like an S rank, let's say.
Yeah.
I'd say Batman's a B.
Okay, that's fair. A few Battlefield games, so we've done one. Mr. 3.
Yeah, back when I didn't care about trophies.
2012.
Yeah, there you go.
10 years ago, man.
Mad, isn't
A
it?
little nipper back there. It's crazy. Like, time's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't think. But you've done 4, Hardline.
Yeah.
Because you've got someone to jump on and do the Mac 10 and the shotgun kills, didn't you?
Yeah.
I still need that. Someone help me, please. Someone just join and drop the weapons so I can get it. Battlefield 5, still need to do. I've got the score related trophies with some of the classes, and then that death from above. You know, where you've got to kill 5 people who are on a mounted gun.
Yes.
But it's apparently quite fiddly because if you kill them or something and not blow the gun, I can't remember how it works, but there's a few little things that stop you from getting it. I think you have to shoot the gun for that to blow up and blow them up for it to count. You can't just shoot them.
Well,
I don't know.
Like I've got quite a high percentage on 4 without getting 100% because there's a couple of daft ones. But there was a guy, I'm not sure if you can do this for 5, but on 4 there was a guy who rented a server. He paid money. It was only like a few quid a day, or a few quid a week or whatever it was, and he paid money to open a server, and we boosted a few of the really nasty online trophies that were like, they were very, very difficult. Like if you're going for it legitimately, forget about it.
Yeah.
Like they're really hard. And we all just took it in turns earning these ridiculous trophies. And there were a few not very nice people in there who'd earn them and then disappear. And it's like, well, we needed 6, you're number 6, and you've earned it and gone.
I know you haven't got any of them, but which is your favourite Bioshock game?
First one.
The first one.
Yeah.
I still need to play 2 and Infinite.
I mean, they're pretty tough on the PS3. I'm not sure if they made them easy for the PS4 one. Developers often do. But Black Paradox there at the top, that's a great little game.
What is it?
It's too hard for me to platinum, but it's a side-scrolling shooter, but it's got like roguelike aspects. So you roll for like abilities, and then you keep them, and if you do well, and if you die, you start all the way from the beginning and start again. It's a great little. One of my recommendations. Play it. It's great. It's hard though.
Plenty of Borderlands platinums. You're a big fan, aren't you?
I am a big fan. Yeah.
Love the cover art on 3 on the box, where it's the guys with all the roses around it.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
I mean, I've only played the first Borderlands, which I actually played with you and Tom.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed, and I do need to play 2, pre-sequel, 3, all that stuff, the Tiny Tina stuff. There's just so many games and not enough time.
I know.
Like, it's so frustrating. Like, I just want to go over there, and there's so many things that, I want to put in and play, and it's crazy. So which is your favourite one? Sorry.
2.
2. Okay.
By a mile.
By a mile. Interesting. I'm looking forward to playing it then. Is there any others sticking out as we're going through? Bugs next.
Broken Age I hated.
What's wrong with Broken Age?
Just hated it.
What even is it? Because I have seen it a few times, but it's not something I'm familiar with.
It's like it's Double Fine. It was a game that was funded on Kickstarter. Even though Double Fine have got the money to make their own games, they kickstart games all the time because they're cheeky. And I just didn't like it at all. But I kept going back to it, and I kept playing it on my Vita.
Yeah.
And I didn't really care for it. What were they giving it? 2 out of 10? No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
Speaking of the guides as well, as you've probably seen me mention previously, for the guides to appear, I do have to click into the game and come out. That if it has one.
I see.
And as you can understand, Alex has got 600 and odd games, so it would have taken up our entire weekend if I was going to sit here and populate these. So hopefully, through everyone else's reviews I've done, I've clicked on most people's games by now for the guides to show for you guys to see. So yeah, apologies if you can't see the ratings for some of them. Burnout Paradise, we were talking about Burnout, didn't we?
Yeah, the PS3 version was much harder than the PS4 version. In fact, I believe that's my first ever platinum.
Should we go in and get these 9 trophies on the PS4 Burnout for you?
Can do.
Yeah, because they're very easy, and that's another 9 because you're trying to bring your unearned down.
Yeah.
We might as well get it 100%.
Yeah.
And when you set it in percentage order like I do, and it's got so many trophies, it's something that it won't beat Sound Shapes, which he's got 7 times.
Yeah, 17 times.
17 stack. No, he hasn't really 3 times, but Burnout will come pretty high. I think it's.
Well, I've got it on the PS3. It's the same list, but there's a trophy that's bugged out on me on the remaster. It's the bike one, because I earned the trophies in the wrong order and one's locked.
Oh.
I can't get 100% unless they've patched it.
We might have to have a little look at that, see if we can get it sorted for you.
Used to be a big fan of Call of Duty, don't play them anymore.
Yeah, we used to, we talked a little bit with the intervention stuff and how we played. we played a lot of hours.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like you go to work and it was just, we all went online. You didn't have to plan it, you didn't have to ask people if they were online, everyone just appeared, and it was that kind of, we had too many people. You could only have 6 in a party. We like had a waiting list, didn't we, if people wanted to come on.
Often there'd be like two parties on the go.
And this goes back to what I've said about like my past, where I ended up in a bit of a hole just playing FIFA and Call of Duty. This is what me and Alex were doing, and this is where we met as well, didn't we? There was a bunch of us. We had like 5 in a party at this point, and I always say to you, I remember it like it was yesterday. We were playing on Crash, and you know, a 6-member jumped in, just a random little Sparkles popped in as a 6-member, and we started just absolutely annihilating people. Obviously he was a good player, so he helped the team. We all added you, and the rest history, isn't it? So,
I remember the 5 of you that were in there as well.
I don't know who it will have been really.
I remember.
You remember?
I do. It was
like
it was you, it was Scott Smith, it was Wilco, it was Leggy.
It was Leggy in at that point.
And it was Pat O'Connor.
Pat O'Connor?
That was the 5.
Patrick O'Connor!
Was that 5? You, Wilco, Smith, Leggy, Pat, yeah? It was you 5.
And yeah, the rest so that'll have been like 2008 that we met just because of Call of Duty. And this is the power of video games. Like, you know, people say what they want, that you're just trapped in your house, you're not talking to people, but in actual fact you can meet some of the best people playing video games.
14 years we've known each other, mate.
It's crackers, like it's absolute madness.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Call of Duty was great, but it was bad. I was taking days off work and stuff because Double XP was on. I'm like, can't come in today, boss. You know, put the phone down, and then I'm like, oh, Gold Cross is nearly there.
Yeah.
You know, oh, Red Tiger from a P90. I don't know, it's just crazy, but it was absolutely crazy.
Things you do for video games,
Cars 2, Cars 3.
They're brilliant. They're all on what was PS Now. They're all on PS Premium. They're great. I love driving games, so
I'll have to play them. What were your thoughts on Cat Quest?
Loved it. Thought it was amazing.
Brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I found it by complete accident. Obviously, liking cats, and it was kind of has like small RPG elements to it. I was like, I'm sold.
I thought it was great. It's like reminded like an old Zelda game.
Oh, Celeste, you've already platinum. I know it was the monthly game, wasn't it, that we talked. You've already did it. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, a few years ago.
The redhead though, isn't it?
It is.
I'll play it. I'll play it.
Yeah.
There's a ginger in there. I'm playing. Cat lateral damage. I know I said Celeste first, but you haven't finished that off. How come?
Pants hated it.
Really?
It made me sick playing
You can be a cat and just be a jerk. Like,
it's so boring.
Oh, we'll have to figure that out, mate. Get that planned. It's so easy. I'll download it now and put your profile on. We'll get it finished off.
I'm scared of what games you're going to play on my profile, to be honest.
So we're going to do it, and we're going to do the jumping.
We're not.
The jumping pizza.
We're not.
The jumping hot dog.
We're not.
We're going to do the sheep pea.
I'll suplex Charmander if you carry on.
I can't laugh properly. I'm so sorry. No, we're going when you're not here. Like if you got the loo or something, I'm gonna quickly just pop a load of easy platinums just to pump up those numbers.
Yeah,
I got one of them on the list.
I've left the missus home on a game before, and I'm like when I've been at work and I'm scared to death she's gonna play something that I'm gonna earn a trophy and I'm gonna have to finish.
Yeah.
So I just tell her don't go like the Pogie games. We've played the Pogie games before, and they take us weeks because we don't play very often. She's not very good at video games. She does try. She tries with me, bless her. And we've platinumed like I think 3 or 4 Pogie games, and I think we're probably like the slowest achievers on there, you know, because we take our time with them and play like maybe a couple before bed, whatever. But I'm just scared to death she's gonna go off it and then start like Brit to the Necrodancer or something, and I'm gonna be stuck having to play that.
Imagine you came in, she's just started Super Meat Boy and got a trophy. God. So I just found this game. I said it's pretty cool.
Get your stuff. Get out.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. It really, really would. Coffin Dodgers, what a game.
You made me play that one. It's good.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? Being a pensioner and just like whacking them with your walking sticks and knocking them out. Oh, brilliant.
I don't know who it is in the Discord, but they keep recommending Child of Light at the top there, and I'm 100% on board. Great little game. No platinum for it, but it's brilliant.
Conan Exiles, did you cheat with that as well?
I did, yeah, which is a shame because it's a milestone. It's my 150th. I didn't really pay attention, but it was a game that I managed to get it in like a day. It was a game where I started, earned a trophy, Like I played it for about 30 hours, didn't earn a single trophy, didn't know what I was doing. And then, like you can have a look on my PS4 profile, whatever it is, and you can see I played it for about 30 hours. Didn't know what I was doing.
As if it's a 7 out of 10 if you do it properly. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't earn any trophies. I was playing it for like 25, 30 hours.
You're in the same position as me as well with Concrete Genie, which absolutely stinks.
I'm not buying a VR headset, mate. It gives me a headache.
Like, obviously there's going to be VR games, but they shouldn't put DLC in with VR trophies.
I agree.
It's a bit silly for me personally, but Control done nice.
Which isn't a PlayStation exclusive, but it is very good.
Well, yeah, so I did say that as well on a previous, and you corrected me.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was thinking, you know, like I was just in some mad waffle talking about exclusives at the time. And
you were poorly as well, weren't you? I don't think your head was in the right place.
I don't think it was, and I was just like, I started to talk about exclusives about Tide Control.
It's great though, I love Control, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I went back to I don't usually go back for DLC, but I went back for that one.
I still don't understand it. I have no idea what Jesse Faden went through or what is going on, but I like the gun, I like the powers, I like floating around and using telekinesis, but I don't know what
it's Remedy, it's made by Remedy, same guys as Max Payne, so that's what you need to know.
Because they done, was it Quantum Break on Xbox?
Yeah, and they also did Max Payne, which is brilliant.
Yeah. Because Quantum Break did look good. I remember seeing a trailer for it and then being disappointed that I couldn't play it. So yeah, no, Control's cool. Control is very cool.
When it was Remedy working with the enemy, I was a bit worried. When they came back, I was like, it's alright.
Oh, there's a PUBG game, a little bit of crossovers.
Yeah, me and the missus played it.
I don't even think I've done that one.
How long did it take us? 3 days, 4 days, basically.
Yeah. It's a crazy list though, isn't it? There's so much going on.
Yeah, I mean, you can see like AAAS, and then you have a look and go, oh, why has he only got an E for that? 2012, that explains it.
Yeah, because when you said you started to hunt these games.
Yeah.
Dead Island done, nice. I need to go back and get a few trophies on that for the platinum. No Dead Space platinums because you're scared. Are you too scared?
Too scary.
Too scary.
Yeah.
You guys know by now he doesn't like scary games.
I like scary games.
I
played them all. I haven't finished them all.
I reckon after we come in tonight, we should download Alien Isolation.
All right. Will you hold my hand while I play it?
I'll cuddle you while you play.
Right.
Don't worry, I'll be there for you. I'll look after you.
Okay. That suits me.
No, Alien Isolation is unbelievable though.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
Yeah.
It really is. Oh, Deathloop. You liked Deathloop, didn't you?
Brilliant.
I still haven't tried it yet.
Really good.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. Up two Destiny plats.
Yeah, look how long it took me to do the first one.
Wow, 6 years, 7 months.
Yeah.
Is this because doing the raid without dying, or was there another thing?
No, it's that one. Yeah, I didn't want to fall out with the lads, to be honest. I didn't want to get to the end and for Gibbs to miss a jump, for example.
Yeah.
So I just I played it, and then I was done with it. Thought I was done with it, and then in a Facebook group that you and I are both in, someone was posting saying, "Oh, I need the platinum for whatever," and I was like, "Yeah, I need it as well." And I joined this group of people that basically just Sherpa, it's called. They carry people through the raid, and it was like, MC Sparky, go and sit in that corner. And I went and sat in that corner, and they killed everything. I go and sit in that corner, and I just did as I was told, and I got the trophy. And that same group, which anyone asking, I can find the group again probably. They've had like something like 2,000 clears of the raid. Like they play it every day and like 10 times a day every day, and they get people through it.
Nice. Another few games in front of us. The Dirt series catches my eye. I know we had a few.
Yeah, I really like them.
Good memories from Dirt 3, especially.
Yeah, it's my favourite one of the series. Dirt 3.
I would agree. I enjoyed that, especially on the Battersea Power Station stuff.
Yeah.
Playing Infected and things like that was quite fun.
It's brilliant.
I have good memories of that.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was on an old profile at the time, but I was only one trophy off, and I think is it getting to level 35 online or something.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember flying through the Rallycross events, and I think I was on level 33, and I ended up changing profiles, didn't I, for the PS4.
It's a very early platinum for me, 2011.
It's an ultra rare, so look at that, 2.75%.
Oh wow!
I didn't even realise.
No, I didn't.
That's pretty good, to be fair. So many games. Donut County.
It's great. Donut County's brilliant.
I've seen it a lot lately. Do you know what? I haven't really, like, up until lately when it started to appear in people's lists, I didn't even know much of it. I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
You've played Doom?
I might have done.
I didn't realise you'd tried Doom. Oh, because I've been telling you about Doom Eternal.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
No, to be fair, yeah, I've played the new Doom. that was terrible. The new, like, which year was it? 2018 or something?
16 was it? 2016.
No, 26. Oh, it's right there. So yeah, I've played that one. Platinum Date, really good game. But you've been like, he rings me at 4 in the morning and stuff like, Jeff, have you played Doom Eternal?
At your window like that.
Yeah, he comes all the way from Sheffield. He's just looking in my window. Yeah. Have you played Doom Eternal yet? It just appears out of nowhere.
It's become a bit of a running meme because I'm a big fan of the game. I love it, and it's one of the number of games I've recommended to Jeff over the years. I can count on one hand. I don't typically recommend games to anyone, but Doom Eternal, for anyone watching, brilliant. Play it. It's really good.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it because I've said loads. Was that the first one? You just feel godly, don't you? Like,
Taryn.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like some of the animations, like the kills and stuff, where you're just like pulling people's eyes out and like chopping their limbs off. It's good, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Sounds like I'm some sort of psychopath, but like, no, in the game, it's fun just being that powerful.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Drive Club and San Francisco.
San Francisco. Also, Drive Club's an ultra rare.
Yeah.
Driver San Francisco's an ultra rare, 2.81%. Blimey. There's Dying Light. Tell me about Dying Light 2, Alex. Tell the world about Dying Light 2. Talk to me about yours and Leggy's experience.
Hated every minute of it.
Every minute.
If it hadn't, well, I mean, to be fair, when we discovered that you could dropkick zombies, I was like, this is brilliant.
Is that where you can jump and like 2-foot tackle them and they go fly? Because that was on the first one, wasn't
I'm
it?
like that, whacking my way through zombies, all of a sudden Leggy drops off a building and hits one, and like it would be like, laugh so hard that I cry, type thing. And he would do the same, and it was brilliant, really, really good. But the game overall is crap. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No. Had it not been for the co-op and me having someone to suffer with, I'd have dropped it.
Yeah.
But it was because I had someone with me for all 100 and something hours. We played it together, and we kind of like, some days I wasn't feeling it and he'd drag me, and then other days I'd drag him,
I know that like we spoke with the questions, like you mentioned, like linear story over open world or single player over multiplayer, but sometimes it is so refreshing just like having another person there and experiencing it together.
100%.
I would totally agree.
And PES for 2 years was better than FIFA, so I played them both, and then they made eFootball. And
it's always been great with the gameplay, but like we always say, the kind of
presentation.
That's the word. The presentation's just, it's not there, is
Horrid.
it? It's not there at all. And I just wish, because obviously we both love football. I'd love to be able to buy a football game yearly that is to my taste. It's just because there isn't enough competition. I feel like, EA throw a lot of budget in with, like you say, making it look good, but then it's starting to not play the best. And it's not nice. It really isn't nice. They need competition to be able to pull the finger out. What else? Also, you do have a 10 out of 10. I knew there was one, and I was thinking of it because we talked about it.
Fall Guy,
Fall Guys. You remember when you cheated?
I cheated. No, I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember it was myself, it was Legmondo, and it was 2 other lads.
In May 21 when the exploit came out.
May 21. I don't know when it was. But me, Legmondo, and 2 other lads that we'd met online, I think probably from either that Facebook group or PSN Profiles somewhere, and we cheated for the infallible thing, and then we were staying on, and we all needed like first place finishes, which, as you know, are much easier to do in a group as opposed to on your own.
Yeah.
But right after we cheated, we won 6 on the bounce. You can ask Leggy, we won 6, and it was like amazing because it went a long way towards, I think it's the 10 or the 20, whatever it is. And we all kind of sat there like, we all kind of felt a bit guilty for cheating, like only a couple of hours prior when we'd actually done infallible legitimate, but we'd already had the trophy unlocked. There was like a handful of trophies with 5 or 6 trophies that didn't unlock for me, and I had to contact the devs and they popped them for me. But I really like Fall Guys.
It was good fun, wasn't it?
Brilliant, yeah.
Good little game with friends.
Great.
Fallout 4. How did you get on with the Benevolent Leader trophy?
I followed the guide and just...
and it worked?
Yeah.
So did you have a flourishing town? No.
I had one bloke with a shot.
Right, so that's how it worked for me as well. So I follow Brian from PS5 Trophies, and you might know, I can't even remember. It's literally the first kind of area that you have, the first settlement.
What's it called?
I honestly don't know, but he had that. His guy.
Sanctuary, is that it? Or is that Borderlands? I don't know. Sorry, go on.
That sounds familiar though.
Yeah.
Maybe Sanctuary. But he basically, his guard, he had like loads of shops going on, everyone working, people like looking after the food, growing food, all that stuff. And he was telling me where to put the place, like stuff. And I couldn't get it above a certain happiness, and it was so frustrating. It looked like it was rising, then it would come back down, and it was frustrating the hell out of me. And I've also said this plenty of times, and you might have had the same thing if you said it was one guy with a shop. There was a little area somewhere where I found another guide. One person was there, and it was like, just put loads of stuff. And I had like thousands of sofas, thousands of like tomatoes, thousands of like just washing machines. I don't know. It was just literally loads of stuff littered everywhere. It looked like an absolute mess, and the happiness just went to 100. And it's just like, how does that even make sense?
Mine was stuck at 99 for ages. So, while I had it playing on in the background, I was googling how to do it, and they just said, yeah, the things you've built, just delete them and then smash them to bits and build them again. So I did that about 8 times, and it popped for me.
It worked.
What a janky trophy.
Yeah,
horrible.
It's a bit silly, isn't it?
Fallout I love. Like, even with all its jankiness, Fallout 4 was a bit of a disappointment.
Isn't New Vegas your favourite?
Probably New Vegas, yeah. I mean, Fallout 3 is the one I've put the most time into, but New Vegas, I can hold my hands up and I say probably is the better game of the two.
What, a Far Cry?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the series.
Blood Dragon's your favourite, isn't it?
Blood Dragon, it's just how dippy it is. How
dinosaurs
silly it is.
with laser beams.
It's brilliant.
Told you.
It's brilliant.
It's literally the recipe for.
Yeah, I'll take my hat off.
Take any film, put a dinosaur in it with laser beams coming out of it, and it's going to win it. It's going to win all the awards.
Schindler's List.
Like the opening of Saving Private Ryan on the beach, like T-Rexes come out shooting laser beams. Mate, it's going to win stuff. Do you know what? I had the most fun with Blood Dragon, but 3.
I did, yeah.
3's my favourite. 3 was great.
You'll love this, by the way. Have a look when I last earned the trophies for FIFA 8, FIFA 9, and FIFA 9, 10, and 11. Have a look when I earned them.
What? 2022? We've been chipping away.
They were all sat on like.
God!
They were all sat on C's, and I've basically gone back and earned pretty much all the offline trophies from. You can see there's a little exclamation mark there. They're all unobtainable. You can't do them anymore. Oh, I've just seen FIFA 18 with a little exclamation mark.
Yeah, 21 unobtainable.
I was going to go back and play FIFA 18, but if it's unobtainable, I won't bother.
It contains 3. We'll have to have a look at that. I think it's FIFA. Is it FIFA 18? Oh no, it's 19, isn't it? I can see it now. It's a 9 out of 10. FIFA 19. It's crazy.
Mad.
But yeah, so loads of FIFAs.
So they're all on A&S now. All the FIFAs. They were up until just recently. Like there was a D in there and E in there, but they're all on A's now.
Hang on a minute. What are you doing with Final Fantasy on your list?
I know.
How's that? Is that like playing with Kev or something? Or
no, it was Kev. He told me to buy Final Fantasy 13, which I think when I bought it didn't have trophies. But I played Final Fantasy. I might be wrong. Someone correct me. Final Fantasy 13 I played because Kev recommended it to me. I bought it the day it came out. Went to Tesco and bought it. Didn't like it, but played it for about 40 hours. And then the second one I bought and played for about 25, 30 hours. Didn't like either of them, but I bought them on a friend's recommendation.
So if they only count it as a 3 out of 10, it's crazy.
I don't think it's particularly difficult. I think you just have to play it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I did get the platinum for it on my youve profile.
Right.
It wasn't too difficult at all.
You just have to hammer it, don't you? You have to play it for ages.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all, to be fair. Anything else sticking out that we can see? Stinky Game of Thrones?
Flow and Flower I've got on like a special edition disc that I had to buy from America, so I'm going to go back and revisit those and
do then.
Hopefully 100%. But I know Flower in particular, Flow in particular, sorry, has got a couple of nasty trophies on it.
What about the Legends of Lord Sakai, which you've...
Brilliant. Like there are a few games that I go back and play twice, and I played that one. I loved it.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. It is brilliant. Really, really good game. Yeah. Goat Simulator. How did you get on with Flappy Goat? Is it called Flappy Goat?
Yeah.
The Flappy Goat trophy, yeah.
Thought it was alright. Took me half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that bad, is it? See people getting really angry over the trophy, and it's actually not so bad at all.
I think I was in a party with Leggy, and he popped it a few minutes before I did.
As soon as you know that the hitbox around like the goal is a little bit bigger, and you've got to be, it's fine. It's not an issue at all. A couple of God of War games, obviously platinum in the most recent one, which is an excellent game.
Yeah, I would have platinumed the other ones, but again, played them a long time ago. I didn't care about trophies, but I will go back and finish them. Also, the Chains of Olympus and the other Vita game, I'll go back and finish those as well.
And
Not Vita,
those.
sorry, PSP games. I'll go back and finish them.
Do those, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Golf with Friends, Goosebumps the game, a lot of Gran Turismo stuff which we talked about.
Yeah, I've got the platinum for 2 of them. 5's too hard.
5's a 10 out of 10. That's great.
Yeah.
So what is it in 5? Do you remember what makes it a 10? It's like 750 hours. What even is that?
It's the Sebastian Vettel stuff. The 750 hours, I think, is to get you.
Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, is that his name?
Vettel.
I don't watch F1. Mate. I don't watch F1.
Or Sebastian Vettel.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, they're rock hard. They're really hard. But what you have to do to make it not a 10 out of 10, but feel like a 9.9 out of 10, is basically delete the game and then install it without any patches. Because believe it or not, every patch they installed made it more and more difficult.
You said that about 7. Is it best to get the platinum because they'll always put stuff in that might make it more difficult?
Yeah.
It annoys me that it's gone to 10. 10% 7.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I platinumed it was 0.5 something, and I knew it was never going to retain.
Got on the same day, didn't we?
Pretty much, yeah, I think so. But I knew it wasn't going to stay there, but I didn't think it was going to end up 10. I was hoping it might be in an ultra rare even, but yeah, obviously GT Sport is just ridiculous because of those online trophies.
Yeah, again, like, what have they given it? An 8? I don't think. Oh, is it a 9?
9, yeah.
It's a 9. I don't think it's a 9. I think it's like a 6, you know. But I think you have to be prepared to absolutely hammer it, because
a lot of hours needed.
All you have to do is basically you get put in like leagues or divisions, whatever they're called, where you come up against people who are crap.
Yeah.
And as soon as you go down there, you win one, and you automatically go back up to the top, and you lose, and then you win one and go back up to the top, and that's how you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I might need to have a look at that again.
How many hours do they recommend it takes?
250.
Your eyesight's better than mine. 250 hours. I think if you're prepared to do it and you're not very good at the game, you're looking at 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
But you have to really go down the divisions, win a game, and then you'll get bumped straight back up. And if you do that, it's very doable. I don't know when they're going to close the servers, because obviously 7's out, but I won't be going for that platinum. No chance.
Well, there's GT4, which is I think it's your rarest platinum.
Oh, GTA 4, yeah.
I know you've got rarer trophies because of ponchos.
Yeah, and also a couple of others as well, like Grand Theft Auto 5 has got a couple of rare ones in the DLC.
Yeah, look at GTA 5 on like every format, isn't there?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Nice. Love to see it.
But Grand Theft Auto 4, probably my hardest platinum I've done, I'd say.
You reckon?
Yeah, probably.
What else have we got? Some grid stuff. Grid Legends.
Gravity Rush I'm going to return to.
Yeah, I didn't mind Gravity Rush. I thought it was pretty cool. Cat's a good character.
And kind of
Hell Let Loose. We'll have to jump in and do those maps.
Yeah.
We should just get them done. It might take a couple of hours, but
the best thing to do, split up, like have 10 people, all split up in your own games, and then when someone goes, "Oh, I've got it," everyone join their game. Yeah. Because it is just so sporadic, it's so random. You'll have a nightmare if you all try and get it in the same party. Everyone split up, and then when you get it, message the group and just say, "I've got it," and then everyone joins that person. You stay to the end and you get your 5.
Yeah, that's probably a good shout, that, you know. Nice to see Horizon on there, although you had a difficult time with the sequel, didn't you? You said you had a few bugs and stuff.
Incredibly buggy, yeah. Like a lot of these games as well that are like puzzlers, me and the missus have played, especially if it's in the last. We've been together 5 years, so a lot of the ones where they are dead easy, but it's something that me and the missus have played for 6 weeks, and then she's got fed up of, and I had to hammer on the weekend and just finish it as quick as possible just to get it done. Yeah, like a lot of the Pogi games are like that. Yeah, no, that's fair. Infamous. Like to see that. I do enjoy those games. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Do you have a favourite one of those? Not really. No. Maybe Second Son I really liked. Just purely because Infamous 1 and 2 had like one of the most boring protagonists. Yeah, Cole McGrath. Yeah, he's a bit bland, isn't he? Bore me to tears. Whereas is it Desmond? Is it from the middle one? Infamous Son. Desmond. No, Desmond. This is from Assassin's Creed. Second Son. Sorry. What was his name from Second Son? Is it not Desmond? No, Desmond. Yeah. What I've literally had an absolute mind blank, and I know everyone's shouting at the screen what he's called. What's he called? What's Troy Baker called? Oh my god. No idea. It's another one you can put in the comments and correct us. Like, I'm sure there's people that are curating a list at the moment of all the stuff we've got wrong.
Delson Rowe.
Delson, that's it.
Yes.
So you don't have to add that in the comments. You got
I
that.
literally like. My brain just like I
wasn't miles off. It was Desmond.
Someone literally turned the controller off there. Like, I was like, literally, I was like, the name was there. Desmond Miles of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Delson Rowe.
Delson Rowe, yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked the first Jack game. I platinumed it twice.
That's the alcohol, isn't it? I'm struggling.
Inside's really good. It Takes Two.
Yeah, It Takes Two was brilliant.
I had it down as my game of the year before it won Game of the Year. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, not that people haven't heard me say it, but Kena Bridge of Spirits is better than It Takes Two.
Yeah, I've not played it, so I can't comment.
It's fantastic. I'm going to show you. I'm going to download it and let you have a little play. It's just so good. Okay. Right. It's literally Bloodborne made by Pixar, basically.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
So good. So good.
Jazz Punk's really good. You can platinum it in a couple of hours. It's really good fun.
It's a lot of games, isn't there? Look at this. Such a variety. That's what I always
Journey, I loved.
I always like to see with lists. I've said this loads. Like, it's nice to see, you know, just such a range of games. You know, instead of loads of driving ones like Dragon Dance.
Does he play driving games?
Did you not know?
No.
I think he's just started playing them.
Is that it?
You know those 3 posting them on 3? I think he's just got on the driving.
Fair enough, yeah, no.
I think he's just started.
Fair enough,
yeah. Yeah, it's good to see a range, to be fair.
Just Cause is alright, Killzone's alright, LA Noire I adore. I love LA Noire. I've got it on the PS4, I'm going to start it.
Is that Cole as well? Cole Phelps?
Cole Phelps, yeah. He's from Mad Men. He played one of the characters in Mad Men.
Ah, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's...
So the Killzone stuff, did you get all the unobtainable stuff?
Only all the base game stuff. I didn't go for the DLC because it was like another 50 hours or so, or whatever it was. So but I did it. I did all the base game stuff. I'm going to go back and platinum it because it's an ultra rare, so, you know, get out of the way.
Bit of Lego, like to see it.
Very hit and miss with Lego. You see the ones I platinumed are typically on the Vita. Like if they're on console, I don't really have the patience for them. You know, getting them out in like an airport or something, or on the bus or whatever you're doing.
It's handy, isn't it?
Half an hour at a time is brilliant.
What's True Colours like? Because it's the only Life is Strange game I haven't played yet.
It's probably the best in the series.
Okay.
But for Square Enix to charge 55 quid for it, they're smoking something. It's mad. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. So many games on here, mate. Like, this is crazy, isn't it?
I know. Little Big Planet I loved. Live Lock is an isometric shooter, a little bit like Alienation or Dead Nation. Brilliant little game.
Nice.
Lollipop Chainsaw I've got on disc. It's worth a fortune now.
Aren't they remaking that or doing so? I've seen something.
They are, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, the pervert who makes them is announced it on Twitter.
Don't mind a bit of that. Not being a pervert, just I'm on about the protagonist, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
The Mafia game's done, which we've chatted about because I'm playing the first one, aren't I, after doing the others.
Brilliant.
Which is pretty good.
Magus is a heap. Absolute rubbish.
Magus. You've got Man-Eater.
Man-Eater's good.
I don't know why, but I read the next one as Mantis Bum Racing.
I wish.
I was like, because we're sat quite far back, I'm like, Mantis Bum Racing.
Yeah, that would be a more interesting game. That's another isometric game. It's a little bit like Art of Rally.
Yeah.
It's that sort of style.
Nice to see some Marvel stuff on because I know you're not the biggest kind of superhero fan.
But the ones I have played, I've mostly enjoyed. I didn't like the Telltale one. Didn't think it was very good.
Or the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? It really wasn't, to be fair. Yeah, we'll start pulling through the list. Meow Motors is another good one if you like kart races.
Love kart races.
If you like kart races, you love cats. You've got to play Meow Motors, haven't you? Absolutely need to. What's your thoughts on the Middle Earth games?
I thought it was brilliant. Really, really good. It's a shame, you know, that they decided to patent the
Nemesis system.
The Nemesis system. What have they done that for?
Yeah, because I remember you saying this, because if other games could have utilised it, and then people would have then been able to evolve it and make it even better.
Yeah. Like, it's Warner Brothers as well, so you'd think of all the games that Warner Brothers are responsible for, they make the Batman games. Imagine, like, you go to like this part of Arkham City, or Gotham City, whatever it might be, and there's Joker's gang, and all his boys are there, and you kill like one of his lieutenants, and all of a sudden he's one of your nemesis, and he sends his boys after you. That would be amazing. Why don't they do that?
Is there any other games you can think of where that would just work?
Every single game.
Every game. Just put the
Every
Nemesis
single
system
game.
in.
I thought it was so
Like
good.
Red Dead. So you shoot some dude.
yes.
You shoot some dude in a saloon, and then like his boys remember.
Yeah, his gang
It's like,
comes after you.
I remember when you shot my boy back in that saloon.
Yeah.
And then
How good would that be?
it would be pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, like kneecap one of them and he comes back with a limp. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be exceptional, to be fair. What else we've got?
Midnight Club, it's good because I like the Rockstar stuff. Midnight Deluxe, didn't like, played it because it cost me £1, I think.
Yeah, because Midnight Deluxe isn't that like Angry Birds version of 36 Fragments,
I
isn't it?
think so.
Where you like ping the fragment.
Slingshot.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
I don't like Minecraft, but Minecraft Dungeons was brilliant. A very, very good Diablo ripoff.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Wow.
Minecraft Story Mode, fine.
A lot of games here, mate. We're only up to M.
I know. Monopoly Madness. Guys,
Oh, this game.
I want to apologise from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry for recommending it. I didn't realise I was going to do that. I thought I'd be able to bring us all together and we all be able to play Monopoly. Maybe we might fall out because Monopoly does it. Like,
Don't ever listen to what he says ever again.
Don't. But play Doom Eternal.
Not Doom Eternal again. Play Doom Eternal. I'm going to play it.
I will say one thing, like, with everyone hating the game, it has kind of brought them all together to hate me. I'm a common enemy for suggesting it. There's people that are saying less than nice things in the Discord towards me because I've suggested it, so I'm sorry. I won't suggest another one.
He apologises wholeheartedly.
I do.
Yeah, just don't recommend any more games.
I won't. Doom Eternal.
And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
Tony
1 and
Hawk.
2.
Okay. Love it.
What else we're looking at? I didn't realise you played so much MotoGP, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I like him.
Do you know what? Like, since I started the profile, I think it was from when the PS4 was launched. I think I got my first trophy November 14. I think the only bike game I've played was that one that was free, that Monster Motocross.
Oh, yeah.
I've never played it.
I've got the platinum for that one.
And I love racing games, but I always just seem to go to cars. Whether it be Formula 1 or rally or street racing. I should really play like Ride or one of those.
At the moment, Monster Energy Cross 2 is £2.50.
Is it?
Yeah,
Might have to
I
have a look
bought
at
it. It's £2.50.
I should really. There's Multiverses. You've been talking about that today.
Yeah, banging.
So what is it? Is it a beat 'em up game?
It's a Smash Bros. Clone,
Is it?
but with Warner Brothers characters. So some of the Warner Brothers characters are really good. Like,
So like Batman vs Shaggy and that. Is that like what I'm talking?
There's no Batman. I know. Like, their best characters, no Batman.
Isn't he on the picture?
Maybe there's Batman. I don't know.
It's quite small from here, but
Yeah.
I just assumed he was.
I know Superman's in it because he's a bit OP. Maybe Batman is in it. Oh, no, he is. Excuse me, he is in it, definitely. I've just remembered some of the stuff he says. He's like, I'm going to get you for that, Shaggy, because I've played with Shaggy a lot. And he's like...
So what is it? I'm Batman. And then he's like,
No.
Raggy.
That would be good
that
if
would
it
be
was.
that would be Scooby Doo though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You can't play a Scooby Doo.
Raggy.
But I've only been one character so far. I want to max out Shaggy. It's like picking up sandwiches and chucking them at people. It's a good little game. It's a good little way of wasting time. Like, you can have a drink while you're playing it. You can not really worry about it. Me and MI8 player have been playing it, and we're having a lot of fun with it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's class. Might have to get involved.
Yeah, MXGPs I've played.
So many. My name is
Mine is
why
Mayo.
haven't you played 2 or 3?
Because I regret playing one. Like, you...
Should we do them?
No, please.
We can literally put your profile on. We'll get you 2 platinums, 102 trophies.
Me, you, and a few others were out. Chris was there from Helix Games, and you and him were like in each ear, like the devil and devil, not even like the devil and angel. Play My Name Is Mayo. It's so good. And I was like, what is it? Really naive. And you were like, it's so good. It's a meme game.
You've never done that.
You did. You can ask
never
Chris.
Done that.
You can ask Chris.
Need for Speed.
I've played a few of them.
Are we ever going to get an Underground 2 remake? Because we know we all want it.
I don't want a remake. I want number 3.
Yeah.
Just put
do you know
number
what
3.
I miss? Like, don't get me wrong, it's great driving a Pagani's under like 250 mile an
I
hour.
don't like
But
it.
I want to go back and have a Corsa
Give me a Clio, mate.
with some neon
A
lights.
spoiler too big for it.
You know, you can put your ice and that in the back.
Spinners.
It was better.
Yeah.
And
It was banging.
The soundtrack was unbelievable. Was it Riders on a Storm?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg and
Riders
the
on a
Doors.
Storm. Oh, unreal.
Love it.
It needs to go back to that. I mean, was it Most Wanted? Most Wanted was pretty good.
Most Wanted was pretty good.
Is Most Wanted the one with the M3 on the cover, the blue and white one?
That was it. Yeah. And they did a second one. I've got the platinum for it on the PS3 and the Vita.
So it was the E46 M3, wasn't it, on the front?
Yeah, that's right.
I like that game, but yeah, Underground 2, I just either Underground 3 or Underground 2 remade.
Yeah,
is what I want. That just pulling away from the airport and that green 350Z at the beginning, just the sound of it. It was heaven.
Banging. Was that it?
I think that was literally. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I think that 350Z has just gone past.
I think so.
Or the M3, either one.
Ni no Kuni I've played 3 times, lost my save 3 times. Due to PlayStation's breaking. And
I hope you guys can hear that.
Sounds like an F1 car. We are on the arena.
That VTEC. Unreal. Unbelievable. Sorry, Ni no Kuni you played 3 times?
Yeah, and lost my progress twice, sorry. And on my 3rd time, and I'm 2014.
That little Welsh guy with the
Drippy
with the lantern
Mark.
hanging. That was did Mark voice him?
Yeah.
I'm sure Mark done the voice. Bloody hell, boyo! What was the
From the Valise.
From the Valise and Ni no Kuni?
Yeah.
Whatever that was.
Brilliant.
We know Alex has the best Welsh accent impression. I'm not so good, but I try. What else are we looking at?
Well, Near Autonoma. Don't usually like the Japanese.
Autonoma.
Is that not how it's called?
Autonoma.
Automator.
Automatos.
Tomatoes. Very close to tomatoes. Banging game.
Neo Raw Tomatoes.
You can probably tell by my list, I don't play much of the Japanese stuff, with the exception of Gran Turismo and Pro Evolution Soccer. That is a very good game.
He told me off camera it was because he wanted to look up to B's skirt when he was climbing ladders.
True.
So he was like, I'm going to play it.
It's the same reason why I played Lollipop Chainsaw, actually.
Yeah, me too.
There's a trophy for both looking up the skirt in each game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I need to play both.
I think in both games, like, they cover themselves if you look for too long. Not that I know that. I don't know that happens, by the way.
Is that so?
No, I don't know. Sorry, what were we saying?
I need to be able to laugh, but I keep going to cough. It's crazy. Who did you play Operation Tango with? Leg?
Leg Mondo, yeah.
Nice. Outriders. You said I'd like this because of Aliens Fire Team, didn't you?
Yeah.
Little
Yeah. It's okay.
Peggle 2.
And I've got 100% for it. And
Is
let me tell you, mate.
4 out of 10. And we're going to put it on and you're going to get the platinum from
It took me 4.5 years. I don't think I played the game sober. Like, I'd be done with a night out. I'd have people back at my house, and we'd all just pass the pad and play it. I got 100% for it, and it was really tough.
If I get the platinum for Peggle 2 in the next day, it's because Alex has done it for me.
Well, I've had a drink, so I should be on my best game.
Bit of PGA in there.
Oh yes.
So honestly, I love the variety. I do. Because if you play Planet of the Eyes, I actually really like that.
You recommended it to me.
Yeah, that little robot thing.
Yeah. I thought it was alright.
It's pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What else are we looking at, platinum wise?
Yeah, I've got PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I like the
As if,
Smash Bros clones, like I said.
yeah. As if Prototype's an 8 out of 10. I need to go back and finish that because I've nearly done it. I'm
Wow.
not far away.
Is it that difficult on the PS4, or did they like dumb down the trophy list again?
I think it's the same.
Fair play.
I'll have to double check. I'm sure it's the same. I've done all the hard stuff, getting like the platinum medals and all the challenges and stuff. It's just collectibles, and then play the game without dying, but you just play it on easy, and then play the game I think on hard. But you can do that. You can
Fair
do
play,
it.
mate. Fair play.
You can do it. A lot. What's Rage 2 like? 'Cause I always would see it and I think I'd probably enjoy that, but
I bought it because Wolfenstein and Doom, basically, like it's Bethesda again.
well, that's what I was thinking. I looked at it and I had that
Yeah.
kind of vibe from it. I was thinking it looks pretty cool.
It's a bit of a pretender. It's nowhere near as good.
No, I knew it was good.
No.
Oh, here we got these Ratchet games where I absolutely love the titles. Go
I started a few of them.
on Commando.
Yeah, and
And,
Full Frontal Assault and Quest for Booty and all the rest of them.
Cracking time.
Cracking time, yeah.
I absolutely
They're all a
love
little bit pornographic, aren't they?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Ratchet Deadlock.
I thought both of those Rayman games were awesome.
Oh, here we go. Red Dead 2. So, your milestones, which we'll see, is it your 100th?
That's right.
Your 200th?
That's right.
Planned?
I've got 350 coming up. GTA 5 is going to be it.
Were these properly planned? Though?
Oh yeah, big time. I was at 99, and then like I was at 100. I went through my list 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and I was at Red Dead Redemption 2. It was only at about 60%. I was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I went back and I played nothing but Red Dead Redemption for weeks and earned the platinum. As for Red Dead 2, I was at about 197 when I was ready to pop it. I left it alone, went back, played a couple of games and then I was at level 49 online, and I just went to 50 online in the trophy box.
See, that's fine, and other people have heard me say these same things as well, but I just don't like it when they're on like 27 platinums and they go, I really want to play Horizon Zero Dawn, but I want it to be my 500th platinum.
Yeah.
And then they leave it in the cupboard for like 10 years before they play it. If you want to play it that badly, just get it played. If you're close and it's just worked out, then you do it. But yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Crazy. Remnant from the Ashes.
Brilliant game.
Probably one of those where expectation against outcome, or however you want to word it, it's probably one of the best games I've ever played based on that.
I'd say
I had no expectation, and I played it. It was unreal.
I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was free, and then it blew my socks off. To be fair, I thought I played with Gibbs, and we had the best time. It was so fun, and I really, really didn't expect it. And it was that. And I can be thankful of it that kind of it started our journey of playing all the From Software stuff.
Yeah.
So we looked at it, thought it was sold to us as Bloodborne with guns. We had fun, and then that's what made us go on to Bloodborne. And then we played Neo, and we played Elden Ring, and we've done a few other stuff. And we looked at
stuff that I usually tend to avoid. I don't really like those games. But I like
Mortal Shell. We played a few others, but
did you play Surge?
We played the Surge. I really enjoyed the Surge. That was a cracking game.
It's Bloodborne with robots, isn't it?
Just they all have exosuits on, but the difference is you're not just locking onto the central mass and just hacking away. You can target different parts of the body. So when you're looking at your armour, if like you've got a certain suit, a certain whatever, and you maybe need the helmet, you can target the head. And if you were like use your finisher move and cut the head off, you can then you can loot the helmet, and then it makes it a bit better. But no, I quite liked it. It was really, really good.
You'll see a lot of my games on like I've got the platinum, and Resogun, for example, I loved it. It's stuck at like 50%, 60%, whatever it's at. I don't typically go in for DLC. I don't play it.
Yeah.
So if I've got 100% of a game, especially if it's got a lot of DLC, it's because I really loved it. For example, we can scroll down a little bit. Rocket League, adore that game.
I
love it.
Do you want to help me with 100% while you're here?
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, I say it's easy. I've played it for a long time. But
I'll tell you what I need, or I'll show you what I need, and we might have to do that.
Okay.
We'll put that on the list. Peggle 2, Rocket League.
All right.
100% incoming.
Sonic as well, innit?
Yeah, Team Sonic Racing. Yeah, some good plats in here, man. Very, very impressive Saints Row stuff. I've never touched a Saints Row game ever.
Start with the third.
Yeah.
The third's really good, yeah.
I'll maybe have to have a little look, 'cause I've not played any of them, which is madness. Sega Mega Drive collection. That was actually, although it was under the profile, my first ever platinum trophy, and Smith actually helped me with it. It was a trophy where it requires you to play Comic Zone.
Oh yeah.
As part of this, I'm sure it was that.
Yeah.
And he loved it that much. He's like, let me do it for you. And yeah, that was the first ever platinum I got. I think one of my, maybe the second one. Do you remember we played Modern Warfare 2 on the PS3?
Yeah.
And we were fighting the Juggernauts in like the favela area and stuff, and it was brutal. But
it's tough, that. Surprisingly tough.
I think it's like a 6 out of 10 maybe.
Sounds about right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned Shadow of the Colossus, didn't you? As potentially having a sequel.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Sifu, 3 days, 1 hour, not bad.
Yeah.
Like that.
I played the majority of it on the easier mode. I played a little bit on, I think it's Master, I think it's Student Master mode, 2 different difficulties.
Right.
I played most of it on Student, played a little bit on Master, and it got to a point where I sort of hit a wall, and I was like, oh, this is too tough. So I just had to lower it again.
Yeah, makes sense.
I wasn't prepared to put like 100 hours into get good.
Get good, yeah. Some sly stuff. Sniper Elite, I need to do what you and Leggy done to get that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Authentic's awful.
It is.
Me and Gibbs tried it, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm lining up a soldier, and I understand you've got to take into consideration like the wind and whatever, and the bullet like dropping over distance, but I just couldn't hit anyone. Like,
The tricky thing is on Authentic Plus as well, there's no indicator for the wind. So you just have to kind of look at something nearby. You have to look at a flag or something.
Something blowing up, yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I will go in and do it.
Yeah, we did it the Trumpy way. I mean, V2 was hard. I got that one legit.
Yeah, which is nice. Sound shapes 17 times, like you said.
Yeah, brilliant.
I still haven't played it.
Like I say, like you don't usually do the DLC, but I've got all the DLC for them. Look how many silver trophies are in it, mate.
Oh, it's all of them pretty much. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember mocking you like before I really got into trophy and going like, why are you like stacking these easy games? But I didn't realise it was a 5 out of 10.
It's hard, mate.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Honestly didn't realise.
On the Vita as well, it's very hard.
You need to go back and do the Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a good game.
I actually restarted it in 2020, restarted it again.
Yeah.
Didn't realise there was a trophy for finishing the game without anyone dying. And I had someone die about 3 or 4 hours in, and I was like 20 odd hours in, and I was like, I'm done.
I did make that mistake myself. Like, they can die in battle, but as long as you've revived them before you kill the rest of the enemies, you're fine. I think I could be mistaken, but I'm sure Butters was laid on the floor, and I killed the last enemy, and we won the fight. But I thought it meant just not die, as in the whole party fall. I didn't realise it meant, like, you can't finish the battle with one person down, so I kind of messed up and had to play again.
Spec Ops: The Line's very good. I need 1 trophy for Fubar.
Nice.
Which I'll get eventually.
Spyro trilogy. What did you think of Jedi Fallen Order, bearing in mind you're not a Star Wars fan?
I think Star Wars is not very good. I know that crushes you.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
We all have opinions, otherwise everything would be the same, wouldn't it?
But I really liked it. Like, the gameplay I thought was decent. The level design I wasn't a big fan of. But the music's a 10. The sound effects are a 10. Overall, the game, I don't know what I give out of 10, but the music is I hold my hands up. The music in Star Wars is always phenomenal.
What stopped you getting Stranded Deep? Because I know you were playing that with Leggy.
SSX.
Oh, sorry, SSX Ultra Rare.
One of my hardest. Go on. Stranded Deep. Played it through. There was a trophy that glitched. Leggy played it through for me on SharePlay because he loves it so much, and the same trophy glitched the second time.
And how long does it take to get to that? Is it possible to do it again, or are we talking like too much time?
First time when we played it together, it took us weeks. Second time, he did it in like a day or 2.
Yeah.
Because he's wired. He remembers things and he's good at things. And
he's autism.
Yeah.
I know you're autistic, Leggy. It's fine.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know if you ever know of this, and I know he's laughing if he's going to watch this. I showed him. There was a game called Line Rider, right? Do you know what it is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So it was like a daft thing online. I don't even know what the website was or how you found it or how I even came across it. But literally using your mouse cursor, imagine you were just like on Paint or something. You could literally draw lines, and then when you press play, a little guy in a sledge would go down the. So whatever you drawn or drew or whatever, the guy would literally go down the ramps and jump off the flips. So if he would go down and jump, you had to watch where he was going to fall, and then you would then draw your next line where you knew he was landing. And I'd made like these daft lines, which it was okay. Leggy literally looked like the Himalayas. Like he designed it all the way. It was just guys jumping around and he'd drawn around it, and he's just so smart with that kind of stuff. It's like
should have been an engineer. Like
the way his brain works with that kind of stuff. It was mad. I couldn't get my head around it. I'll have to show you on YouTube. I'm sure he's still got videos of stuff he's created. Wow. I'll have to show you. Anything else sticking out apart from Super Street the game?
Hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's not nice. Tabletop I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, I did.
Really looking forward to Hot Wheels. No,
Yeah.
it's free.
Yeah, me too.
Nearly bought it so many times.
Me too. Yeah.
Nice to see you've done Tails twice.
Yeah, twice. Once on the Vita, once on the PS4. Sorry, once on the PS4, once on the PS3.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Better up, Scuzz Bucket. That was awful, that, because the amount of times you had to taunt to get your special, to make things a little bit quicker, more efficient when leveling up. Hearing the same thing, like, it was just, what were the others saying? What were some of the...
Wait a minute!
Wait a minute! Oh, and the other... I can't even think. It was just Casey Jones's. It's burned into my brain.
I know.
It was awful, wasn't it?
Someone got the trophy for it. Someone got the platinum for it in the Discord, and I just wrote "batter up." No one knew what I was talking about.
I seen how I reacted to it.
Did you?
I knew straight away.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Was it? Yeah, just a minute was what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was brutal.
Jeff, I know it's like a little bit like off script, but I need a pee really badly because I've had beer. Am I alright to just
Wow, stop? We can. No, you go and do what you do.
I'm sorry, guys. I think my bladder's going to explode.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Well, as long as we can't hear you, that's absolutely fine. But no, it is a good list. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was cracking. I absolutely love the Turtles. Leonardo is my favourite. We even have a little Leonardo, actually. I know I keep doing little shows and tell, as the show and tells. Leonardo, what a guy. Tends to be the same. I'm a goody two shoes, so whatever we're watching, Marvel, it's Captain America. Turtles, it's Leonardo. I'm always going for the Boy Scout, the good guy. But I heard actually an interesting, I don't know if it's actually factual or whether someone just thought of this, but Splinter give the Turtles certain weapons to kind of teach them a lesson. So I might get this a little bit muddled up, but how it was told to me was like Raphael is kind of the most aggressive, but he was given size, which is almost like a defense weapon. Donatello, he's obviously technology, so he was given a stick to kind of show him different ways. Michelangelo, which is obviously his brain's absolutely bonkers and it's a little bit all over the place. And yeah, you would kind of think that the nunchucks would make sense for him, but actually you need to be very, very precise with them. And also with Leonardo, he's kind of the most grounded, level-headed, the good guy, as you say, looks out for everyone. They give him what is considered the most brutal weapon. They give the good guy swords, the one that's going to kill people the most. So yeah, it's something I seen I thought was actually quite clever. I don't know if there's any truth behind it, but it does actually kind of make sense, I would say. But yeah, it was actually really good listening to it and thinking that if that's what Splinter's done, it is really, really good in all fairness. And how was that?
It was a relief, big relief.
I had a little waffle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was talking about Turtles.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So did you know about that? Did you hear what I was saying?
No.
So I'm going to repeat myself, so apologies. So I seen a TikTok, and this was kind of, I don't know if there's any truth in it, but this is what it is believed. So Splinter has given them certain weapons for a reason, right? So Raph, being the most aggressive, the most brutal, the most like wanting to do damage, was given size, little forks, which are more of a defensive weapon, right? To try and teach him to be more, reserved, held back. Donatello, technology, minded, all that stuff, was given a stick. Michelangelo's head's a mess, all over the place, and yeah, you think nunchucks is kind of his thing, but actually you need to be very precise and efficient with them. And Leonardo, being the good guy, the Boy Scout, was actually given the most dangerous weapon. He almost presented them with a weapon which was kind of complete opposite.
Two swords, isn't he?
Yeah, just two.
Just two katanas.
Just two katanas, but it's actually quite smart. He's given them a weapon which is almost the polar opposite of the actual personality that they have.
Yeah.
And I think, Turtles has existed for however many years, but I only seen that for the first time the other day. I just thought it was quite clever.
And there was me thinking it was a show made to sell toys.
Yeah, who knows? Too much Turtles talk. He's back, and
Yeah, feel much better now.
We move.
Like Tearaway, I think is the best Vita game by a mile. The PS3 version's all right. There's a couple of trophies that glitched out on me. Again, it's like a reoccurring theme. Dead Island, we were talking about earlier, the second game in the series, Riptide. 2 of the trophies have glitched out on me. Yeah. There's a lot of games where you think, why hasn't he finished that? It's easy. Why does he only need 1 trophy? It's because you're going to see in a minute. There's a game called Thomas Was Alone. One of the trophies is glitched out on me on that one as well. Tekken is the best fighting game. Yeah,
we said when Tekken and Mortal Kombat, didn't we, in the intro, the questions.
I love it. Tesla Grad was brilliant. Managed to beat it in a day. That's You.
5 hours, 50 minutes for Tesla Grad.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's You. Love it. Absolutely adore it. It goes on at parties.
I keep saying it, but I want everyone in the Discord to play this. Imagine just like drawing stuff on Mark's face.
Well, I know what we draw.
Yeah, just imagine like we're all on camera and we've got Mark, and it's
it descends to the same thing every time. You're like, it's like, oh, you have to draw this person as a nurse, and then they have a nurse and they've got things on their face every time.
Yeah, it's
every time it's like, well, this is a nurse with something on her face.
Draw Mark herding sheep, and then we know what everyone's drawing, don't we? Like it's crazy. But yeah, we need to get people playing it, man. It'd be unbelievable. Really, really fun. Yeah, there's
The Crew, a couple of trophies in that have glitched out on me.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
8 or 10, 140 hours. Wowzer. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to play that again.
Godfather 2, brilliant. That took me 5 years.
5 years, wow. Even stuck a Skyrim, 8 years, 6 months as well.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Last of Us Part 1 and 2, good games.
Nice to see you played The Little Acre. I didn't know you'd played that.
Yeah, you recommended it again, mate. You said, the way you put it to me, you said it was like a point and click made by Disney or something like that.
Yeah, it's got a very cool kind of cartoony animation. I quite liked it. It was good.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The Order, love to see it.
Yeah, Order's great.
Are you going to play The Outer Worlds properly?
I am, yeah. It was. I was expecting Fallout, and it wasn't Fallout. So I was a little bit disappointed.
Fallout in space?
Yeah, I know. It's the same devs as
Vegas. It's Obsidian, isn't it?
Yeah, so I should love it, but I don't.
No, I thought it was really good. I need to go back to it.
Pathless was one of the first PS5 games I played. Really liked it.
Yeah, some Sim stuff.
Yeah, Walking Dead's.
Walking Dead, love it. The first one's the best, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
You need to go back to The Witcher.
I know I do, but whenever I go on it, I go to a village and there's like 8 people who want me to go and collect these things, and I just get too distracted. Every time I boot it up, I say I'm going to play the story mode, and I never do.
Never do. Yeah.
Witness was hard.
You said Thomas Was Alone. What were you going to say about that? Sorry?
Yeah, so there's a trophy for collecting all collectibles, which I've unlocked. But then there's trophies for collecting each individual collectibles, and I've not unlocked the trophy for capturing the last collectible. Yeah. But I've unlocked the trophy for capturing them all. So that was another trophy that's glitched out. There's loads of trophies that are glitched.
Titanfall 2, you need to get that done.
I think I just need to become the master, maybe. I think there might be one more.
Well, there's no DLC, is there? So there's 4 trophies that you need.
Yeah.
We can have a look at that later. I mean,
I'll do it. Like I put it to the Discord and I said 350. What should it be? And it was like Titanfall, LA Noire, a few others, and GTA 5 was like the standout winner. So that's going to be 350.
Yeah. A couple of more impressive stuff. Tony Hawk standing out, which we've talked about. That you've got restarted, and it's an ultra rare as well, which I look forward to getting. I might need your help.
You've got it, mate.
Look forward to that. Man, this list is ridiculous. Longer than mine. And to be fair, it's proper games, though. Mine's only... I mean, I think I played 508 games or something, but, I mean, 502 of them are jumping games, aren't they? So, you've actually got 600 and whatever number of games, and they're actually proper games, to be fair. There's very...
See, things like UFC, that was like a game I think I rented from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Played it for a few hours and deleted it.
Nice. Some Uncharted stuff I love to see. Which is your favourite one?
4.
Yeah, same. I said
4, 2, 3, 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's my own.
What Lost Legacy?
That's below. I think it's a great game, but I literally said it on the last video. I think it was it on the monthly review or the review before? But I think it just, although it's a great game, it misses Nathan. Like I think his banter and his wit and what Nolan North brings to the table, just it lifts the game to a different level. And I think although they're still great games, without him, it's just Tomb Raider, and that's the reason I like Uncharted more than that to begin with.
And Golden Abyss is pretty good if you've got a Vita. It's one of the better.
Well, I remember at Kev's birthday.
Oh yeah,
you brought the Vita, didn't you?
Oh,
I had a little play with it. It was the first time I'd ever held a Vita. I always say it, but I just wish I had one. I really do. Unravel, you're missing the same as me. I take it with Don't Die in every level.
Horrible trophy. There's no way it's a 4 out of 10.
3 out of 10?
My eyes are shot. Yeah,
but that makes it even worse because I'll be honest, I haven't given it a good go. I went through it and I just looked at it and I thought, I died so many times just playing the game. I was like, this is going to be ridiculous. I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
But 3 out of 10. Sorry if you didn't hear the seagulls. They're apparently having a bit of a party out the back.
We'll be out with them in a bit.
That is ridiculous how crazy they are. It's because they keep feeding them bread out the window. They keep coming back.
Right.
Yeah, I shouldn't do it really, but what else we got? Virginia. It's pretty cool to be honest.
Untitled Goose Game I really liked.
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, Wake Up Club I'm in the process of going on every day and smashing the buttons on to try and get the trophies.
Oh yeah, 30th of September.
Yeah. Watch
Dogs. Second one your favourite?
By a mile.
Yeah.
Like the Legion was very buggy for me. The first game was a bit underwhelming, but the second game just hit all the right notes.
I think Marcus Holloway was so sorry. I've just totally interrupted you.
No, it's alright. The last thing I was going to say was the soundtrack is done by one of my favourite producers, a guy called Hudson Mohawk from Scotland, and he did the soundtrack for the second game. It's very good.
Yeah. No, like Marcus Holloway was so cool. San Francisco was so vibrant and full of life.
It was good, yeah.
And although I love going around London because I'd literally just been to London at that time, it was so nice to kind of go past places you'd just been.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same, and then there's that issue with the characters, which was a good idea on paper. You know, you can recruit anyone, but the algorithm that put characters with certain voices just didn't make sense.
Rastafarian.
Yeah, it's like when Helen Mirren has Bob Marley's accent. It's just like it doesn't really jarring. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. It was just kind of I lost the immersion.
Yeah, me too.
So much. But it was nice to explore. Absolutely.
I thought the idea was very good. It was just poorly executed.
Yeah. Wolfenstein games. Are you going to go and do the new Colossus? Mein Leben?
Absolutely not.
No.
I've got all the others. I've even got Youngblood, which I didn't like. But again, Movie Loves Company. I had someone to play it with.
Yeah.
But you guys know, if you know about trophies, you know about Mein Leben. It's a nasty trophy. It's a bronze as well, with the cheek of making.
Is it a bronze?
It's a bronze, mate. The cheek of making a trophy like that, bronze.
Ray says it's not that bad, you know. Get him to do it for you.
Alright, that's a good idea. He's done it twice.
Ray, do Mein Leben for us both. I haven't even started it yet, but you can do it for us both.
Yeah.
Do it for us both. Seeing as though you're the king.
Yeah, Pogi, there's a Mrs. favourite
game. A few Pogi games.
WRC games there. Okay, I've played a lot of them on the Vita.
Getting to the bottom now there.
Wreckfest I've done twice. I used to really like wrestling when I was growing up. And me playing those wrestling games was like a kind of like me trying to like recapture some of the love that I had for it.
Yeah.
But honestly, if it's not set in the Attitude Era and I don't get to play as Triple H and Stone Cold and The Rock, what's the point?
Yeah. No, that's fair, to be honest.
I mean, I tell you what, in the intro you said what games I want remastered. WWF No Mercy. I'd love that. Or even the first SmackDown game.
Just some kind of wrestling remake of like you say, of that time would be incredible.
Proper storylines and everything, over the top stuff. Brilliant.
I didn't know you'd done Zombie Army 4 actually.
Yeah.
I want to play that, but it's getting more players together because there's trophies related to having a full party, isn't there?
There is, and it's not a difficult game, but it is lots of fun.
And is it like Sniper Elite in the sense you get the slow motion of like bullets going through the zombies as well?
So like you'll get them all in a chain, like you know how zombies do, like Call of Duty. You used to make trains, didn't you? And then do a lap and do a train again. There's trains on it, so like you got your Mosin the gun, for example. You fire and it hits like one zombie in the head, goes through the back, hits another one in the lung, and in slow motion. Everyone's forced to watch this slow mo scene, and the bullet just trails along this.
That's amazing.
And it might kill like 18 in a row, and you just get to see the bullet travel all the way through. I think there's a trophy for getting like 3 headshots in it from one bullet.
Wow, that is amazing. And that's
a good game.
That's the entire list. We'll have a little cheeky look at the stats.
Oh, you're gonna look at my milestones, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna do them as well.
Okay, all right.
We're not leaving. We're not leaving.
Fair enough.
We're not leaving them. I looked at them while you were at the toilet. You missed it.
You did?
No, I didn't really. We look at this for excellence's purpose. Gets his shout every time.
Yep.
46.89% average. Pretty good, to be fair, I'd say.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I'll take your word for it.
What you say about playing organically,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Okay, fair enough.
I'd say.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we've done a lot of lists now where people are actively trying, like Excellence is going out of his way to like not play good games because they have high, I'm only messing buddy, and they're at like high 30s and stuff. So that's actually pretty good. It really, really is.
Okay.
I would say, and like we say, we always check. I know we're in the corner right now, but what's that? Saturday is your biggest pull.
Makes sense. Yeah.
3,654 on a Saturday.
I work Monday to Friday and I've done for years, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And then you're popping most trophies between 5 and 6 at night, 1,867.
Makes sense because I was at college for years and I've had a job where I finished at 2 PM for years, so.
Yeah. So that kind of makes sense.
And that's when a lot of like my friends come online, it's about 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. So trophy cabinet.
Yeah, I've only just got premium actually.
Oh, of course, because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
I never even clicked that you now had a. So, what have you done? Have you picked like 10 of your rarest or 10 of your favourites?
They're kind of like both.
A
really.
bit of both.
Yeah. So like GTA 4, which, oh god, 13 and a half years, or whatever it was, to get the platinum for that one. Very tough. And then Red Dead 1 and 2. FIFA I've just chucked in there because I didn't have a sports one in aside from like SSX.
Rarest.
Yeah. I know, it looks horrible, doesn't it?
Secret ponchos.
Yeah.
Why?
You can thank Flick for that.
Cheers,
Flick.
I thought you were better than this. You've changed.
Well, think again.
How long did it take? 20 hours? 25 hours?
About 30, I think, in the end. Yeah.
Savage. Absolutely savage.
And like I say, it's the only game I've played from start to finish where I haven't enjoyed it, and we've only played it for the trophies.
I'll bring it up a bit so you guys can see. So yeah, we've seen this a few times, so it's almost like where trophy sports come in, and a lot of people have played Uncharted, and then First Treasure becomes like their first ever trophy.
It was on my birthday. I bought a brand new I already had a PlayStation, and I bought a Slim, like right after it came out, and I earned the first trophy on my birthday in 2008, 23rd of August.
Yeah.
That's where the 23 on my name comes from.
Nice. Love that. Just looking at some of these, man, these milestones are great. Like always, guys, you just can pause the video if you want to take your time and have a look through all of them, but I'm just looking for stuff that kind of catches my eye. I'm looking for those Red Dead ones, but that'll be further up, won't it?
Yeah, further up, yeah.
75th Platinum Uncharted 2. What a game to make for that. Yeah.
Accident, really.
100th Legend of the West.
Yep.
Better than mine. Gem Smashers.
Yeah.
I totally like that moment in time. I wasn't even thinking of the milestones. Although I was actively looking at PSN Profiles every day. The milestones just really didn't occur to me, and then obviously I got 100th, and I've done better after that. And 200 was Mafia 3. My 300th was Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5. I'd already done PS4, but I played it properly. I didn't auto pop. I don't believe in that. So I played that properly. And also at the same time as getting my 300th Platinum for 7,
Was it 10,000?
Yeah, so it was my 10,000th trophy, but also so I made, because 9999 is a big thing in Final Fantasy in terms of the damage output. So I made the last trophy I got in Final Fantasy VII Remake, my 9999th trophy, and then the Platinum popped as my 10,000. So
cool.
It kind of, I always say don't plan stuff, but it was right there. It was right there, and I remember buying an easy game to pop like so many trophies, to then do that with 7, to then, because it was right there. I thought I have to, but there was no plan in it. It was just the way it kind of worked out, which was great. My name is Mayo, fastest platinum.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But to be fair, that's actually quite respectable because of.
It is now. It wasn't then.
Yeah, because of the games that there is now. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Legend of the West again, 200th platinum. Living Legend off Ghost, 225th.
I did plan that one actually. Like everything after the 200 was planned.
Doom Eternal.
For 300, love it.
You've played Doom Eternal?
A couple of times, yeah.
Who'd have known? And the latest one, obviously, Dying Light 2, which we've mentioned a little bit.
Yeah, I sub out the light for something else, but I won't say it on your video.
But no, it's been a cracking list. I wish I could have gone into each individual game a little bit more, maybe stopped and talked about a lot more of them. But obviously, when you've got 648 games, it does make it very difficult to talk about them all, which you obviously agree. We could have been here all day, couldn't we? Yeah. And we've obviously got, so we're recording this on the Saturday. We've got somewhere to be. We've got like a party to go to, and then we're going out, aren't we, in Hartlepool? I'm going to show him. Going to show him the area, that kind of stuff. So we time's restricted. So we're just trying to get through it.
Try not to bump into the Carlisle fans that'll be out tonight.
Yeah, well, which is crazy, wasn't it? So we could hear loads of like cheering and shouting, and then we looked out the window and there's police everywhere, and we're like, what is going on? And then it turns out Carlisle are playing Hartlepool, which is a bit of a derby up here in the north. And all the police were, I think, protecting either the players or the fans or what, we don't know. But yeah, it was a bit crazy. Hopefully we don't bump into any of them. We'll have to check the score. We'll have to check the score. I mean, if Carlisle have won, they'll be happy, so it's fine. But if they've lost, it could be carnage in the town. But who knows? Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will leave links in the description as normal, so we're going to drop a link to Alex's PSN Profiles if you want to come and check it out, boost up those views. I'll have a link to mine as well as my social media stuff as well, so if you want to see what I'm doing in everyday life, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll also leave a link to the Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, come and join the Discord. Some amazing people in there, we're having great chats. Come and leave me a request for a trophy list review. So if it's the first time you've ever seen me, ordinarily I do look at people's lists kind of when I'm on my own and go through them. Every now and again we have one of these, and we do the monthly stuff as well, and there's also some other great ideas coming up. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it, comment, subscribe. It really, really helps me out a lot. And yeah, whatever you're doing, have a wonderful day, look after yourself, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.